Pasadena, but also in the bordering area of Pasadena. My heart is heavy, but I have to say, and the mayor is absolutely correct, we met with the governor, who also met with the president, and resources, both financial, but also resources for boots on the ground, are here, and we're going to continue to fight this fight. But I would ask people, please, 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 if you don't need to be in the area, we don't need you in the area. Recognize that when we drove up there, these are fires that are actively taking place as we speak. And there were many people that don't live in the area.
Susu, how are you?
Take a look. We have fire personnel that is fighting this blaze, not only in Altadena, but also in the Palisades area. We need
Mike, how are you? Christine, welcome in, welcome in.
This particular area, it would have been bustling. This particular area,
the county will come down on you.
Guys, this is one of the biggest fires that I can recall ever. And we're going to talk about, come on in, guys, come on in. We're going to get in. I'm going to let you guys listen. Gavin Newsom, president, politics is getting involved in this.
At some points 90, 100 miles per hour in these last 24 hours. You know what really
and we're going to get into what we're hearing, the facts. Why wasn't it like damped? Why wasn't water out there? Could this been prevented a little bit? We have a major situation, guys. The biggest fire in 25, 30 years, according to a lot of people. Welcome in, Brian, Maria, Ann's in the house, VIP Auction Group. Let's listen in.
We saw the fire immediately. There was a small little school on fire, an apartment building on fire. We went up the hill a little further, home after home on fire. And the only
both at the state and at the federal level. And we will rebuild. And to my friends out there that have lost their homes, we are here for you.
Come on in, guys. Let's talk. I mean,
what we are going to do to help you.
The problem is, guys,
so with that,
the wind is going to continue picking up through tonight into tomorrow. Listen in.
Congressmember Judy Chu.
Well, I'm Congressmember Judy Chu, and I just got off the plane from Washington, D.C. My heart goes out to those who've lost their homes and their businesses. I've had friends tell me that they've lost their homes, and I can't believe the destruction that this fire is causing. But I want to tell you that this morning I was on the phone with the White House and with FEMA, and President Biden has declared this a national disaster.
National disaster. At least at this present time, 5 people have lost their life.
Assistance for recovery from FEMA. And also, FEMA was asked last night by the state of California to declare them eligible for the fire management grants, and indeed it is. So all the expenses that we see for fighting this fire will be reimbursed by the federal government. And also, I've spoken to Supervisor Torres of the San Gabriel Mountains. He's asked
Jeffrey, how are you? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get some coverage here.
So I do want to urge
I'm on my iPad.
Stay away from the forest area.
Cars are exploding.
Excuse me. Everybody to make sure that you obey the evacuation orders, and that also you take advantage of the shelters that are available at the Pasadena Civic Center as well as the Arcadia Community Center. Our office is going to be ready to assist you in the recovery from these fires. And we know that there will be assistance from the Small Business Administration, which has emergency loans, and there will be grants from FEMA. But right now, the most important thing is to be safe. So that's why I say to everybody, please stay out of these areas. Please make sure you obey the evacuation orders, and please stay safe.
San Gabriel Valley, and who've come to know and love this community. As the supervisor said, receiving many calls from friends and community members letting us know that they've lost their homes, they've lost their businesses.
Good evening, everyone.
This is a really devastating time.
This is a really difficult moment for many of us in the community, especially for those of us that have grown up in the San Gabriel Valley and who have come to know and love this community. As the supervisor said, we're receiving many calls from
People, you know, are just trying to get out. Homes built, you know, burning down to the ground on the coast. One of the biggest ones we have witnessed probably in a long, long time. We're going to get into a little bit of it. My thoughts.
Please evacuate. Please.
Yeah, please evacuate.
Seriously, I have family members that have evacuated. They have left their homes. I understand how difficult of a decision this is, but this is about safety and safety.
Somebody, no, the fires have not died down. Let me just get into it and we'll listen up. So real quick, everybody, hello everybody, and welcome in. God bless you. It's actually worse.
It is incredibly dangerous.
0% is contained. Horrible. We can smell it here in the sky, here in Vegas, windy. The problem is what we have here, guys, is lots of wind, 60, 80 mile per hour gusts. 5 people have lost their life. And acres are burning. People's homes are burning. We've seen horses, animals. It's worse today than it was yesterday. And hopefully, they were hoping that the winds would calm down. No, it's getting worse. So our prayers and thoughts are with this horrific. Words can't explain it.
Are struggling to have cell service when they're up in the foothills right now.
Words cannot explain it.
And these fires are continuing to rage on. So, you know, the state's doing everything that it can right now to make sure that we're allocating resources. We're moving firefighters from Northern California, from Central California to come here to fight this fire. There's firefighters coming from out of state. And so resources are coming.
I have not, Cooper. We're going to...
But it is going to take time. And so make sure that you're staying away, letting our public safety officers do what they need to do. So
welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Big Sexy, how are you?
Next, Assembly Member John Harabedian.
Thank you, Mayor Gordo. For anyone who is a believer of any faith, please, we need your prayers. We need your thoughts of healing.
Guys, fires like this are happening every year. But this, guys, is a perfect storm for a total disaster in this area of California. There's shortage of water. There's problems where they were trying to save on water. Hello, Crystal. How are you? We're glad Crystal's okay. Crystal's prayers with your grandma. This is a problem with winds, fire burning, shortage of water. Now, last night when I covered this, guys, I wasn't aware of the short of water. Now, allegedly, Gavin Newsom turned off some of the water. We're not blaming him. I'm not blaming him, but why? We cannot conserve on water. It's dry. It's dry here. My hands are dry. Vegas is dry. No rain. Keep the water because you know you can have these things, right? So, he knows. There's a video out there. He knows. Oh my goodness, what did I do? What'd you do? Don't be too conservative on water. Have these waters. Let me make it perfectly clear. This very well could have still happened. But, BUT, not like this. You got to point fingers at the governor on this case. This is horrible. People are losing their lives over this stupidity, in my opinion. Not good.
Next,
not good.
Superintendent of the
Look at
Pasadena
this.
Unified School District, Dr. Blanco.
Not good.
Good evening, and I want to echo
People are sad. People are very sad here. This is just sickening to my stomach.
Who have suffered losses during this devastating event. Behind me.
Welcome in, guys. Our prayers are with California.
The city.
This is in Pasadena now. Pasadena. Over 10,600 acres blamed for 5 deaths. 5 deaths. As how's Mini Mod Isabella's doing? Shout out to Mini Mod Isabella and our amazing moderators. We're glad you're safe. Come on in from California. Tell us what we maybe don't know yet. Fabian, how are you, Fabian? God bless you.
Continuing to assess the damages at our school. Our maintenance and operation team, along with our police.
Welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Praying for California and these people who have lost their homes. 5 lives reported. And the question is, what in the world happened? why couldn't this fire department have water? You got to have water to put fires out, right?
Elliott's Arts Magnet School is damaged. Franklin Elementary, which was closed in 2020, has damage of
Sad
about
times,
80
guys. Sad
buildings.
times. What a year we're starting off with, huh?
Campuses that house
What a
other
year. Very
schools
sad.
Have sustained damages. Edison, Loma Alta, and Noise. Please note this information is.
I'm going to show you a map, guys. This is a map of see the red, Los Angeles?
We're working together with our city.
The red, look at
the
the fires. I mean, this is, they're just going to different cities. Look at this, guys. Palm Springs, I mean, crazy, crazy, crazy.
As we know, our families are dependent.
How did the fire start? Well, right now, they're confident is because of dry, very dry in California, right? However, there's problems. Matthew, great question, Matthew, and thank you for bringing it up. And Matthew, first of all, great question. I hope you're doing well. The problem was they had water turned off. The governor, Gavin Newsom, he did not have water on certain areas. So with water on there, but you asked how it started. How it started, a lot of dryness, and all it takes is a spark and high winds, and that's what you have.
Over the last 24 hours.
Hold on one second, guys. I got to fix something here. Hold on one second.
What has transpired? We have lost our peace. Although Pasadena City College has sustained minor damage, our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts are with our greater community. We are so grateful at Pasadena City College for the incredible leadership.
I'm going to get right into it, guys. A lot of people are afraid to talk about things. I call out anybody. I call out Gavin Newsom on this. Some. I tell you what. When you know it's been dry, then you use the water. Utilize the water. Take the water. Put it in the where it's dry. Moist it down. Every couple days. Put the water there. Now, will this still happen? Yes, but not like this. So I point fingers at the governor and the government and the people there who are ahead, and you have to say it's Governor Newsom. My opinion. This should never happen, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tragedy.
Our greater Pasadena San Gabriel Valley family. Our emergency management response.
Somebody said Newsom. Gavin Newsom, I gave the water to China. Maybe. We have
our nursing staff who will be arriving soon to help our City Department of Public Health, and in partnership with our Superintendent of
was trying to charge me $197
School District, Dr. Elizabeth Blanco. We are also serving meals to our PUSD families at Pasadena City College. We are here to help in any way possible. And we, of course, appreciate all of your support.
And this looks like something in like a war, doesn't it? It looks like something over there in
PCC.
Russia. I mean, this looks like it's so unreal, guys. My heart. This is out of control.
Next, from the Humane Society, Dia DeVernit.
Out of control.
I'm Dia DeVernit, President and CEO of Pasadena Humane. We're
Salt water can put out fires. Welcome in, William.
Shelter serving Pasadena.
We can get bottled water from other places other than California, Costco, Walmart, etc. Brian, how are you, Brian?
And our hearts really go.
Hey guys, it's just a friendly reminder. I appreciate the likes in these videos. This is we got to cover this.
We recently just heard from one of our board members who lost her home with her 2 cats in it. I'm sure we're going to be hearing more stories like this in the coming hours and days, but our primary focus has been over the past 24 hours to assist people who have been safely evacuating with their pets and need a place for their pets to go. So we've
Welcome
taken
in,
over
welcome in.
250
Appreciate you guys.
pets in the past 24 hours, and we have been working today to coordinate with shelters throughout the state to help take the animals that are already in our shelter.
Diane, welcome in. What about planes that dump water? You know, Diane, what I'm hearing is, hold on.
I want to really thank everyone who has offered assistance, including the
God bless, Crystal. God bless, Isabella. That's what life's all about right there. God bless. God bless, Isabel. Trump forever, somebody says. The planes can only dump so much water.
Even our staff members who have been evacuated and are losing their homes, coming to the shelter to shelter with their
Thank you, Brian.
take care of other people's pets. It's going to take a real community effort to recover from this. We've had lots of...
No, I do not live in Southern California. I live in Las Vegas. But we can smell some of the smoke this evening.
Right now, our primary
they weren't ready. No.
So that we can provide
No, I tell you what, guys. I'm going to talk a little bit. You know, it gets me upset. You can't help to get upset. No, listen, let's make it clear. Gavin Newsom, the governor, the mayor, representatives, Republicans and Democrats. For me, it's been dry. It's dry here. We have a mountain here called Mount Charleston. They do a great job. They should have had water in these areas. They knew it's been dry, right? Have the water down. Have the fire department go there every week or every 2 weeks. Soak it down, right? Get it wet. So now an event, it happens. Lightning strike, cigarette, whatever. It will be a fire, but not as bad as this. This is the worst, according to people, ever. Some people said ever. At least 25 years. Now, why are they conserving water? Like in Vegas, why do we conserve water? You can't conserve water when you know fire season's here. It's been dry. Now, if it's been raining a little bit, so you got to point fingers. And this is where Donald Trump, in my opinion, love him or hate him, don't give a crap, is right. Now, I think Trump is, it's not all Newsom's fault, but a lot of it could be preventable. Now, we don't know clearly what sparked it. All we're hearing is dry, but something had to pop and strike, or lightning, or cigarette, or maybe, right? And we'll find out. But at this point, 5 people lost their life. 10,600 acres blamed for the 5 deaths. California, I mean, it's just spreading to different counties. Pasadena,
very little, if any,
Eaton fires that burn. I mean, nuts. Now, these people have lost their beautiful homes, just burned down one after another as the wind. It's going 60, 80 miles per hour in different directions. And somebody said in a comment, which is a great question, why don't they fly the planes and do it? And they have. They have, but it's very complex. It's 0% contained. Now, this is the second day. My prayers and thoughts are with anybody, and let us know if you're in these areas and where you evacuated at, and how are you doing? Or do you have friends or relatives in that area? We pray. We pray. We pray for the people, the animals, horses. This is a tragedy that should not happen. A lot of people are feeling uncomfortable talking about it, but I don't. I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat. This is a blame in all areas. These officials need to protect the people and have the sources of water. So now they're saying no water. Well, you got to have water to put out fire. How do you put out fire? Water, sand. You got to have that stuff. So we're dry here. It's been raining here and it's been wet. Certain parts of California, but other parts are very dry. Correct, Crystal? Somebody says, Arthur, first of all, Arthur Price, God bless you, and thank you for the comment. Arthur says this is Hawaii all over again. It's funny. It's not funny. I stand correct. It is. It's almost like that again. Now, Teresa says, call Biden. Now, Biden was there today. He had a birthday party. Happy birthday to one of his children, or child, excuse me. He was there for a short period of time. I'm going to try to get it out. I couldn't hear him. He was a little confused at times, but he was there, right? And I don't think he knows. I think he's totally confused what the hell's going on. He probably doesn't even know where the hell he's at. But happy birthday to his grandchild. And now he's back in the White House. But this is a bigger problem than President Biden. This is a problem of the city officials and Gavin Newsom. Look, things like this happen. Sometimes you just can't prevent it. We all know that, right? But if you can have the sources and water and sand, this is not like an earthquake where you can't predict. They know it's been dry, correct or incorrect in the chat? Yeah, thank God, Crystal. Everybody was asking about you, Crystal. Worried, you and Longbeard and many others. Let us know in the chat if you're in California, where you're at. Like to hear from everybody on here. Or if you're not in California. Crazy weather. Ice, rain, south, snow in Philly and Jersey. Crazy, crazy time. Crazy, crazy time. Difficult times in this world.
They're exhausted.
Florida, some people aren't in Florida. A lot of people have friends that are living in California. Where are those people going to end up going? I have a client today. I'm here in Vegas. They said, California's going to be coming to Vegas. This is second California, guys. We've picked up so many people from California. Beautiful people. Great people. Hardworking people. Oregon, Oregon's in the house. But we also picked up a lot of crime. I hear you, UK. How's UK doing? I hear you, Amy. I love them too. Those flags are staying up. God bless. We love Trump. Yes. Yes. Now, I love Trump. I'm a big Trump supporter. And a lot of people say he shouldn't call out Gavin Newsom today. I disagree. I think he should. Now, where I think maybe Trump went a little bit too much was saying it was all his fault. I say 80%. I say 80%. You have to.
I would be kidding.
We're worried about short and water. Yes, that's important. But you need get the water going. Get, like somebody said, get the planes flying over. Get the water out. But when you have a Democrat Party, not the Democrat we had in the Clinton years, but when you have this party now, nobody on here is Democrat. I'm not calling anybody Democratic, but when you have these representatives, and Republicans too, by the way, that are falling asleep on the wheel, you're going to have this problems going forward with fires, hurricanes. I did, Crystal. Yes, I did. I read it. I read the article. That's what we're talking about, you know. Gavin Newsom, short, no water, couldn't get the water out, and he looks sad. He's feeling bad. I'm sure. Like on my thumbnail, look at that. He feels sad. Gavin Newsom says, "What did I do?" Well, what you did, Mr. Newsom, you didn't help. It's not your fault. You didn't start the fire, Gavin Newsom. And I'm being honest. But a lot of this could have been preventable. We need to wake up as a nation and get on top of these things. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Hit the like on the way in and out. We have 22 likes. I want to say, before I go any farther, thank you so much for the 50,000 views we had yesterday and the day before. Thank you so much as we're out there helping the homeless and the vets. I was out there today. Now, speaking of homeless, that's what we do on here. And thank you for the memberships. What about the homeless people that are in that area, right? Or around. Those are on the street, breathing that smoke in. Let's pray for them and our vets who fall for our country. We pray for all people that are suffering and eating fires in Pasadena County. Fires. Seriously. Horrible. Difficult times. As this is the second day of these fires. And I'm just going to bring out a map one more time. This is a map here. Let's bring this map up if I could.
That's correct. The time that is correct. And around
let's see if I can get.
The fire came in the Altadena area. It was actually in LA County, but right.
LA County.
Pasadena and LA County resources.
Can you guys hear? I'm gonna try to find something here.
The fire quickly moved into the Pasadena city limits.
10,600 acres on fire, 0%
0%. The question was, how much is contained? Zero.
Yeah, what gives me hope is when I look at the trees and bushes around here. Last night was incredible, right? It was like something that most of you have probably never seen. Tonight we have very mild wind conditions where we can get aircraft and a ton of additional resources getting their hands around this fire. That's what gives me confidence that we're going to get a handle on this fire.
Before, why don't we bring the police chief up, and then then you can ask questions of both chiefs.
The cause, you're going to love my generic answer, but the cause is under investigation, right? We have multiple fire investigators as well as fire and arson investigators from LA County and local resources investigating that. We need to let them do their good work so that we can come up with an accurate cause and origin.
We'll ask the chief to stay here for more questions, but...
That's the chief of the fire department there.
Because this also involves a public safety situation and neighborhoods that have been evacuated and homes. The message I want to reiterate is don't even think about it. Don't think about coming to loot any of these properties in Pasadena or Altadena because the Pasadena Police Department, as well as the LA County Sheriff and resources from the state of California will be out there.
Hold on one second, guys.
These neighborhoods. With that, I'll turn it over to our police chief, Eugene Harris, to provide you more facts and details.
My name is Gene Harris. I am the police chief for the city of Pasadena. Gene is Gene. Last name is Harris, Harris. Last night,
Janine, how are you, Janine? Welcome in. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to fix something here.
Responded to the area of this event primarily on a safety mission. But when they got there, they rapidly found an escalating fire that was growing rapidly with the wind gusts, and it turned into a rescue evacuation scenario. Those first responders acted heroically by going in and either evacuating or rescuing numerous folks that are now housed in this building behind me. It was nothing short of heroic, and as they got there, it rapidly turned into that type of mission. So we had people from our police department, our fire department, certainly reached out into our Area C partners, local, state, and county folks that came to assist. And it took all night to get folks rescued or evacuated from their homes, and that effort was robust in that end. We also reached out beyond our county.
Look at this house, guys. Look at some of these photos. It looks something out of a war zone. It looks like somebody just dropped a bomb.
From a law enforcement perspective, you've heard all of the fire circumstances and issues. I'm going to
a
talk little bit about what we in law enforcement are doing in this incident. As I said, it started out as a evacuation and rescue mission. It is now going to transition for law enforcement into a protection and community safety mission. And we will be staunch in protecting the community and protecting the homes of those folks who've had to be evacuated. We will have numerous folks in and around the area. Upwards of 150 officers at any one time in and around the city handling all of our regular patrol efforts, but certainly focusing on making sure...
Don't get it back. Pasadena was a beautiful area. It'll all come back, you know. They're strong people. We're strong Americans, right? Democrats, Republicans, they'll get it together.
Declare that reason to law enforcement.
Yes, Brian, that's exactly right. He's signed by Gavin Newsom, and it says, shut off the water.
Deal with you accordingly. The idea here is we want to make sure that we protect the people in this community, we protect the sanctity of these people's homes, and we will do that without fail. As you heard the mayor say, don't come here if that is the mission, if that's what you plan to do. You will run into somebody in one of these uniforms, and we will take care of that situation. So ensure that we are going to be staunch and very stern about the way that we're conducting this protection mission. I want to end it by simply saying the first responders in this city are second to none. Those partners that responded to help us really stood up, and you've got some really good elements that came out here.
So 5 deaths, unfortunately. Our prayers are with the family of these 5 people who have lost their lives.
Lessening of operational capability for emergency services. We might find that some of the regular services will be out. We've put some information out on that for social media and on the media to make sure that people understand that we may not have the counters open and some of those things for regular services. But all emergency services will be dealt with without any lessening of services or impact. So with that, I'll turn it back over to the mayor.
All right, so we're going to listen to the mayor. Mayor's going to come back on.
Open it up to questions from any of our speakers that you may have. I can do Spanish now, or we can do one-on-one.
Mayor, we asked the chief about the looting situation.
Looting. There's going to be some looting now in California. Of course we are. Looting.
Any activities that might happen with the fire.
Well, the forceful nature of my delivery is really designed to impact what our caring is for this community. It's a community caring mission. We haven't had any incidents of looting, and we don't want any. And so the message is, don't come here if that's what you plan to do. You're going to run into one of us, and we're going to be staunching that effort. So we haven't had anything yet, but we're trying to expect the unexpected and get in front of these types of things.
Ricky T, the water was shut off to conserve. They wanted to conserve on water in California, on their budget. It was all about the budget, just like it is in Vegas, conserve on water. And when you don't have the water turned on right away and the fires with winds gusts of 60, 70, 80 miles per hour, you have a major event like we have in Eaton, Pasadena, California, and other parts of California.
We're still in a very active incident, right? And we have a dynamic fire that has 0%.
Exactly. No water, David, in the fire hydrant. That's right.
Was the dynamic winds. Wind gusts to 70 miles an hour.
There you go, 70 miles per hour.
And very erratic winds. At 2 a.m, they changed direction heading westward, and we ended up having evacuations all the way to Glen.
Sheriff Wilson, welcome in the chat. How many people think was his plan?
Tomorrow? Yes. Do I expect erratic fire weather like we saw last night? No.
I appreciate the 34 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. As Mike read my mind. Thank you, Mike.
We can confidently.
If you guys could do the channel a big favor.
Evercast 2+ miles.
We appreciate the likes. We on this channel we help out the homeless and the vets who fall for this country. 100% of the donations go out and help out with subs and homemade empanadas, meatballs, etc., tents, clothing, and things like that. So if you're in and out, if you can kindly hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. The question I have is, you got to blame fingers on Gavin Newsom, the mayor, the police. All these people should have been prepared and had water, like somebody said, in a fire hydrant. Water should have been ready to go, not an hour later, not 3 hours later, and they should have had water in the mountains and the foothills and that kind of stuff. Put the water down so the fire would not go as bad. Just a mess. What a world we live into. Here we go. Here's the hydrants.
Yeah, I can't comment on that specific instance because I don't know the facts of that, but I can tell you that it's very common in a brush fire in a city when you have that big of a fire with that many resources that we're going to tax our water supply and our water system. Then if you have a loss of power, which may impact the pressure, it's going to make it even worse. So yes, all of that. We're going to struggle on water supply on a very, very large brush fire like we saw last night with multiple structures on fire.
Do you feel that you've got enough help, enough mutual aid quick enough?
I agree. Brian?
Sure. What was great, if there was a positive thing from yesterday, is we were preparing for a wind event for multiple days in advance of what happened last night. We were preparing for a wind event as well as possible brush fire, but you had augmented staffing all over the county, and which really benefited us because we were able to be nimble, send resources to Palisades Fire early in the day, and they were sending us resources by the evening time. That's the benefit of the mutual aid system in California, specifically LA County.
Thank you, Christine. How's Christine doing? Thank you, Christine. Yes, a friendly reminder, if you can help the station out a little like. Appreciate it.
We grieve for them, right? We're incredibly sorry that they have a loss of for many of them, everything they own, right? And it's tough as your fire chief. That's my responsibility. I also know that last night was unprecedented conditions, where we did a lot of good work, but we were not able to save every residence or building that was out there.
Mayor Gordo, on that same note, how surreal is it? Because you have inside
Chris back, how are you? Chris, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
But to see it being
Good to see you, Chris.
this way, more than 1,000 people are now using this. And looking forward, what are some of the biggest needs that you think in the days to come that you'll meet here for the folks that have evacuated?
Well, first and foremost, it's very sad to see families dislodged, particularly families that have lost their home, and as the chief says, have lost everything. I think one of the biggest challenges is going to be to transition people who have lost their home into permanent housing. We have hundreds of homes that have been destroyed.
Very sad, guys. I mean, it is.
Permanent long-term housing.
Holly, how's Holly doing tonight? God bless you. Prayers for California, guys, who are just coming in.
The county, the state, and the federal government.
Don't let it touch the ground. Roll it up in a ball.
Well,
yeah, welcome back to Fox Weather, everybody. Just some scenes, some sounds we had from Tuesday evening through early Wednesday morning. We're still continuing our coverage of this Southern California fire.
I mean, it looks so unreal, guys. I mean, this is nuts.
Some of them are starting to get a handle
Horrible.
on them. The ones across the northern part of the mountains. We'll look at that in just a bit. But this is the one we're talking about. Lydia, that's the one that's right there by Acton. That's the one that we've got a little grip on. 30% containment, only 80 acres burned, but still we're talking about a huge amount of wind coming down. It's been bone dry, those relative humidities. Single digits right around the coastline, getting into the teens and 20s when you get across the higher elevations. But it's this one by the Palisades. This is the one that we've been following for the last few hours now. That's one that's 15,000 acres burned, and that will continue to be the biggest one so far until we get a new update. But here's what we're watching. This one's been burning for about a day and a half, almost 2 days at this point. 0% containment. They really have to wait for those winds to come down, and that should start happening later on tomorrow. So overnight tonight, winds will be elevated between 20 and 40 miles per hour. So here's the latest. Saddle Peak, you guys been howling now for the last 12 to 24. Right now, you're 43 mile per hour gusts. Look at Beverly Hills. We're at 45 mile per hour wind gusts right now. That has not come down. It's been waffling between 35 and 50 all afternoon long. Malibu Canyon, 34 mile per hour.
There's there's the water that finally the planes got there.
Air compresses. Compressing air not only heats up, but it also dries out big time. So this is why we have all the relative humidities in the single digits right around there. They are fighting it now by air. We've got some helicopters right here, Chinook helicopters.
So they are fighting by air, guys, as you can hear.
In tandem with the ground crews right now trying to fight these fires. Zoom into the region right now, you can see what we're watching in that direction. That's the one right here that we're concerned with. It's just what's the state of Monica.
Around 200 to 500 structures have been damaged or lost. The mayor there saying at least 100,000 people.
Wow, terrible, guys. Look at some of these. I'm
scenes coming out of Pasadena, California.
I'm speechless.
As these fires caused a hospital to evacuate.
This is a hospital being evacuated in Pasadena, ladies and gentlemen.
This is an amazing video right here, and it's so just compelling to watch. I kept on watching this stuff all night last night. This was taken by Brandy Carlos, a California photojournalist who captures wildfires. And she joins us now to talk about capturing that moment and much more from this fire event. Brandy, thank you for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it. That is one of the most compelling scenes that we've seen. It's just like a chaotic situation going on.
It was all planned, somebody says.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Yes, it was really, really dangerous last night. A mix between the fire, the wind, trees falling down. Really
100% preventable. I 100% agree with Chris back there.
Being
I
so
do.
close to the action. I mean, how
most of it, anyhow, Chris. Most of it.
You know, fires are so unpredictable, and to be on the scene like this and to capture, images like this.
walk us through your process.
My process, usually I like to get
Bless
a
their
good look
hearts.
of what's
Bless their
going
hearts.
on
Residents,
prior
first
to
responders.
kind of going
Exactly.
straight into the action.
This
So I
is
like to see where the
Los
fire
Angeles
is
County,
moving, what it's
guys.
currently
Los
doing.
Angeles
And
County,
then
guys.
radio communication. You want to make sure that you're able to hear exactly what's going on, especially, you know, if you are losing homes or there's people in danger, exactly.
Gary Barnes says we were notified for 1 week that 100 miles per hour were on the way. So Gary, and this is for everybody. I've heard that too, Gary. So why didn't they have the fire department go to these areas and you know the mountains and foothills and wet like Trump says, and my mom agrees and she's a Democrat. Says not politics. Why didn't they wet it down, moist, put water there? Now, would this still happen? Yes, but not like this, correct? So great comment. Great comment. Yes, I agree. Could have been preventable. They could have had everything down wet. Put the water down. This would have never happened. This is the biggest fire. 1.5 million without power.
It was just totally insane.
Yeah, I asked because it just looks like a movie scene you're shooting right
A
there.
movie
It doesn't
scene,
even
yeah.
look real.
And we've talked about how this system had, or this
Wow.
fire has been such a
Crazy,
prolific
guys.
fire, right? We haven't seen
Pray,
like
pray,
this in
pray.
nearly
1,000 structures
At
burned.
what point do you have a cutoff?
Patsy
At
fires.
what point do you find yourself saying, okay, this is getting a little
Let's
too
pray
out of control.
for the
I should
fire.
probably back out of this.
Department, man, they got their hands full, huh? First responders.
Exhaustion, and nobody is good to anybody. You don't want to put yourself in a situation
Oh my
you can't
God.
get yourself out of, and to the point of, you know, it being dangerous, being mentally, physically.
I appreciate everybody tuning in. 52 likes. Just a friendly reminder that if you can hit the like, it's free. Do not get electric shock. Thank you very much for supporting this channel. We support, speaking of support, we support the homeless and the vets with any donations on here and memberships. Thank you.
Yes, I actually just currently left the fire.
My cousin's a fireman.
I've been there for a long time, and
He said it's bad out there.
get in bed,
Captain Reese, how are you, Captain Reese? God bless you. Nate Norman, haven't seen you, Nate. How are you, Nate?
And we'll be watching that forecast here at Fox Weather. We are so thankful for the images that have been put out from your standpoint. Brandy Carlos, keep up the good work. Get some rest.
Yeah, terrific
and thank you
job.
so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Bye.
And as the fire emergency unfolds in California, our team, they're on the ground. All of our team crews are on the ground providing
Yes,
that
Janine,
roving
we hope you're
coverage
safe.
of this situation. Fox News.
Good time. I don't trust the government.
He's given us
And then once, here's the deal. Good time. Don't get me going. You know how to get me going. Not only I don't trust the government, the Republicans and Democrats. How are we getting stupid and naive as Americans? How do we let this stuff happen? Now, things are going to happen in life, unfortunately, when we live in this beautiful world, the United States of America, or wherever you're from. And thank you for tuning in. We've seen some from the UK and Canada. But have we fallen asleep on the wheel? Have we just let our guard down? What is happening? This should not happen this bad. Yes, you're going to have fires like this. Whoa! We're in a water shortage. We only can have water once in a while. Are you kidding me? Use the water. These people, they can afford it. Not good, guys. Not good. I'm aggravated. I'm really upset. Really upset.
Also, they lost water pressure. DWP.
They lost water pressure.
Tanks of 1 million gallons each. Those ran dry. Firefighters had no water after 11 p.m.
No water.
Now, no fatalities in the Pali fire. Some injuries, however, from those who chose not to evacuate.
It looked like a war zone. There must have been at least 50, 75 cars pushed to the side, which we've seen images of.
Thank you for the likes,
There's
guys.
burning
Appreciate
debris
it.
on the ground, and fire hoses.
Eddie, welcome in the chat.
And all of our landmarks, our schools, our grocery store, our churches, everything on the way down to.
Aaron Smith, yes, pretty much Aaron Smith.
Gas to many customers. Also, Edison cutting off power to 140,000.
Trump is speaking now.
Including 400,000.
See if I can find him.
They may lose power as well. Then there's the question of rebuilding. Many have lost their insurance, been canceled for their policies. They picked it up through the state, and many are working without insurance at all. That's going to be difficult when you're looking at houses here that cost $10 million or more. And the same is true in the Palisades. Reporting from Malibu, William Lajeunesse, Fox News.
More videos coming in, more pictures from earlier today. You can see right here. I mean, look how close those houses are to that fire, and it looks like it's in between structures. One's going up right there. You can see that.
And it's that dense smoke, Bob. That's
She lost by
also
like
across
42
from
points. Nobody's ever
California.
lost like that.
This is a
So
live
I
look
have,
actually
I
out
don't
of
care about
Pasadena.
this.
That's
I
one
care
of the
about
bigger
these people.
fires that's been ongoing today.
This is live, guys. Donald Trump.
Number one, we're closing the border. It's going to be closed very strongly. It's going to be closed. And we're going to have to take people out that are criminals. We have people from jails from all over the world and from mental institutions. And as you know, they're going to have to be removed. And it's one of the reasons I won the election in a landslide. The people of this country don't want murderers walking down their farms or their streets or their cities. As you know, we had thousands of people that murdered other people that were in jail that were released into
7:56 local time in Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, come on in. Donald Trump is addressing what in the world's going on at our present time in California. Drones in the sky, New Orleans, terrorists, domestic terrorists, Las Vegas. Emails going out that the world's in bloody 2025.
To be respected all over the world again. Very soon.
Well, President Trump chiming in on not just the California wildfires, but Liz Cheney, the Medal of Freedom recipient, most recent with George Soros, and of course others over the last.
Let's go back, guys. I missed you. I want to go back a little bit, if you don't mind. I want to listen to Trump. Just give me a second here. We're going to go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's see what Trump. That's as far as I can go back. Let's see what he says.
The most valuable homes in the world are just destroyed. I don't even know. You talk about a tax base. If those people leave, you're going to lose half your tax base of California. This is a true tragedy, and it's a mistake of the governor, and you could say the administration. They don't have any water. They didn't have water in the fire hydrants. They don't have water. And yet.
All right, there you go, guys. So real quick, we'll look back. No water. What did I just say? No water. How do you conserve on water when you know you've been dry? What is happening? You conserve on water. How did our world become upside down? How did we become a mess? And now we have 5 people who lost their life. Many people without homes, animals, and people don't know what's going on. 0% contained. It's not the fire department's fault. It's the governor and the. You don't do that. Get the water on, Gavin Newsom. Get it on. Save these people. Now, you're still going to have a fire, but not on steroids. Let's listen in more, Trump, our president, in a few days.
They have, the water comes from, you know where? Up north. And it comes down at levels, they get millions and millions of barrels of gallons of water that they have, and they send it out into the Pacific. For the Pacific, it's like a drop.
Yes, Crystal Richmond.
But for California, we take care of the whole state. So what's happened is a tragedy, and the governor has not done a good job. With that being said, I got along well with
I hear you, Joshua.
When he was governor, we worked together very well, and we would work together. I guess it looks like we're going to be the one having to rebuild it. But what happened there, I don't think is anything that I've ever seen.
Javier says we're doomed.
The insurance companies are going to have a big problem, because you're talking about big, big dollars.
What's your message to President Biden? He says he.
Oh, I have one. I think it was ridiculous that he did that, but we have more important things to talk about. Liz Cheney was, she lost in the Republican Party, as you know, in her state, by the biggest margin in the history of a politician running for Congress. She lost by like 42 points. Nobody's ever lost like that. So I don't care about
Steve,
this.
how are you, Steve F1?
What does gay look like for the president?
Number one, we're closing the border. It's going to be closed very strongly. It's going to be closed.
How are you, Gary?
And we're going to have to take people out that are criminals. We have people from jails from all over the world and from mental institutions. And as you know, they're going to have to be removed. And it's one of the reasons I won the election in a landslide. The people of this country don't want murderers walking down their farms or their streets or their cities. As you know, we had thousands of people that murdered other people that were in jail that were released into our country. Many of those people murdered more than one person, many of them, about 42% supposedly. We want them out of our country, and we're going to get a country back again, and we're going to be really governed by common sense. These are the principles of common sense. We're not going to be governed by stupid people. We're going to common sense. We're going to be respected all over the world again very soon.
Common sense. Common sense, guys. Bring back common sense.
President Trump
That's it.
chiming in on not just the California wildfires, but Liz Cheney.
Is it the 20th yet? Is it January 20th yet? Let me know.
Soros, and of course, others over the last few days, a week or so. Tim Sheehy continues with us, of course, new senator.
Hey, Christine, why can't they take the water from the pools? You know, Christine, I got to tell you, great comment. What is wrong with these people, right? Exactly. Do something. Do something. Don't just sit around. Don't sit on your ass. This should never happen. Newsom, he shouldn't be the governor, if you ask me. Horrible governor. Really bad. California hasn't had a good governor in many, many years. But this is the worst of the worst. And I'm going to just say, you can't blame them 100%. Let's just be realistic. But a lot of this could have been preventable. I mean, they use the damn water, right? There's so much. World's upside down. Thank God we have a real president coming in to get the work. I don't know where to start. I don't know.
We lost 38,000 lives, spent, I don't know how many billions of dollars in today's money building an engineering feat that's literally changed the face of the globe. We have to be able to move our ships from the Atlantic to the Pacific. We need to have free commerce. China controls that canal. They've been taking advantage of it.
Ozzy, how's Ozzy doing tonight? God bless you, Ozzy.
We take it back, and we support him fully in that. It's a commercial.
Thank you for the 69 likes on here. Thank you. Thank you for the 69 likes.
And the fact that the American people are not going to sit around and wait, and they're not going to listen for process excuses. They want results. So we need to pass these bills, one big beautiful bill, 5 bills, 10 bills, whatever it takes. We need to get to work to secure the border, bring inflation down, and bring
Bullseye Ben, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the 7th like.
In the Pacific Palisades in California, and thinking about what Trump just
Let
said,
me be the governor of California. Crystal says, go ahead, Crystal. I got your back.
States have their own forest management programs and plans and priorities.
Did good today, Ozzy. Went out and helped out some homeless people. So thank you for your help. Appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Helps us out a lot.
I can't even imagine how much money they're going to need.
72 likes now. Thank you. Don't worry. Appreciate it.
Something's got to be done about this water and forest management issue.
a national response time standard. In every city in this country, the NFPA sets a response time that in 5 minutes.
Just as just in, guys.
Front door, if you pull a fire alarm or call 911, there is no standard that requires a response to a wildfire. It's time to change that. We need fire engine. We need to pay.
We just got done listening to President Trump, or President in a few days.
All 50 states. That's not too much to ask for.
Sunset Boulevard.
Covered in smoke, embers, and these high wind gusts, they are still happening.
Wow, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is sad. Look at these people. These are people here evacuating a hospital over here in Pasadena, as 15,800 acres are burned and destroyed, 0% contained, 700 plus acres burned in California. No water in the fire hydrants.
And you lied to Christy Bernardo. She's in Pasadena. The Eaton fire, the Bank of America is on fire. Yeah, the Bank of America is on fire too.
Bank of America's on fire now. Bank of America's on fire.
Earlier, and this woman here, Megan, she actually came up in tears and was very emotional. And you told us that you used to shop.
It's hard to breathe. Hard to breathe. They're inhaling a lot of this smoke, these reporters.
El Patron, gone. Everything in this neighborhood.
Gone. Everything's gone.
Right now. We are not.
Gone.
I don't know. I'm so sorry. And you had really
Very
fun
sad.
memories of Steve's pet stores
Bank of
that you
America.
used to get all your pets there. Guinea
Look at
pigs,
that. Gone.
pet rats, everything. We love
Not good.
the best little small business, Foxes. I worked there, for
Not good.
college. I sat in the back and ate muffins.
Sarah, so am I, Sarah. It looks like a movie. So sad. So sad. I'm with you.
Community's gone. This fire chooses.
Someone that says it was all planned.
Safe from this. So our home right now is okay, but we don't know.
People just don't have the answers. They don't know. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the 74 likes. Appreciate it.
When your neighbors isn't. Yeah, it's. I thank my blessings. I'm grateful for what we have, but to see 5, 6, 8, 10.
Joshua also thinks it was planned. 75 likes now. Thank you. Poolside Ben.
Since 8 a.m. fighting them ourselves. Doing the water support, doing water pizza. We just did a pizza run. Our community is still Altadena. We are still Altadena. We're coming together. We'll
Thank you for the hearts. Who's putting those hearts in? Appreciate it.
Because you were fighting the fire yourself. Our water with our hose is what we could. Keep our grass wet, our roof wet.
Look at this, guys.
Ivy wet, everything moisture.
This is sad.
It's the raw.
I mean, have you guys ever seen anything? I guess Hawaii.
Almost got engulfed totally by the flames. The embers were pelting him right there.
Look at the embers.
Listen, that's a graphic shot for sure. He made it out okay, but his friends were there to greet him afterwards. Look at those pictures.
And that's what you need in a time like this. I mean, family is what you need in these moments. We've been seeing homes that just have been reduced to rubble. The fires just continue to spread. We finally got some containment on at least 1 out of the 5 fires.
That's the newest fire, too,
Yeah.
right? This one's kind of displaced from all the rest
So
of
these
them
are
right
new
there.
fires.
A little higher
Interesting.
up in elevation,
Yeah,
too.
it is. And the relative humidity is a little bit lower, I should say higher up there, which is good. Some of these pictures, though, these are new. If you haven't seen this yet, these are new pictures coming in. This is Tuna Canyon right here, Palisades. Right there, you can see these houses. This is what it looked like before. This is what it looks like right now.
Gone. Reduced
Gone.
to rubble, and that's
Gone.
going into the Pacific Ocean. Notice that the water here and all of that fire just
Yes, Chris
continues
back.
to spread.
Unreal.
Until it runs out of space.
Done. Look, all right, here's Altadena, California, right? This
Yeah, I
is-
hear you, Arthur. It'll never happen.
Notice what it looks like here. Look at the pools. I mean, it's a thriving community gone. I mean, here
And
come
there's
the
still
fires.
active fires across the neighborhood as
Yeah,
well.
we were taking these pictures for sure. There's another one too. This one has a wider shot. I want to show you this one. It's right here. It's another one from Altadena, and you can see just a nice neighborhood right
vibrant
there.
neighborhood.
Right? Look at the trees. They look beautiful.
Just reduced. Everything reduced to rubble.
Because of the wind. Somebody asked why the wind.
You don't
70,
have that
80 miles per hour gust.
They're blacked
homes,
out.
rooftops of homes, everything.
Look at this one. This house is still on fire when
Yeah.
they took this picture right there. It's just everything's gone in that neighborhood.
It's devastating. It's devastating to see this, and we still
Horrible,
have fire
Crystal.
weather alerts up
Crystal,
because
it's just
the fire
sad.
weather
It's
is still present.
I
Low
don't.
relative humidity, really high wind gusts that are still blowing across
One
the
thing
region.
they took off it though.
The particularly dangerous situation.
And the reason why is because the winds won't be as strong tonight. We had 1 inch of mile per hour gusts last night. Today we're going for 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts that are still out there now. I mean, that would be critical fire danger area. We've got that still.
Yeah, and that is why these warnings will stay up through the nighttime tonight and into early tomorrow.
Right.
It's these wind gusts here, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. That is still very dangerous.
Juan
And notice
says
that
our
each and
weather
every
is
wind
being
bar,
controlled.
those wind directions,
Maybe.
they're
Maybe.
all over the place.
Absolute
Something.
chaos. If he's going down the canyons or switching directions, but it's steadily offshore. That's the one thing we can't see.
Look at this
And
guy.
there's a
Look.
story to
Look.
tell with
Did
that,
you?
too. That's gonna make
It's
it
like
challenging
shooting
for
out of a
the
canyon or something. I mean,
firefighters and helicopters.
it looks like a
get up and drop this
fireplace.
That's
Like,
going to make it a challenge at least until about Friday. So
High wind warnings, we've got them still in place. 60 to 80 mile per hour winds coming down just a bit overnight tonight. We're going to look at a 50 to 60, but still, those are high wind warnings.
And we're talking fire and ice across the country, and right
Fire and ice. Fire and ice. Smoke on the water. Fire and ice. Not good, guys. It's sad. Very sad. Our prayers are with the families. 5 people have lost their lives in California.
and fuel our next
Nashville can see 4 to 7 inches. We have snow. We got fires.
Meteorologist Haley Meyer, she's in Nashville this evening with more of an update as folks there are preparing for what could come their way.
All right, but let's get back to this.
Yeah, Kiana, today is definitely going to be the coldest day, specifically for Nashville, but really for a lot.
Ice in Alabama. All right, we're going to talk a little bit, guys. Let's talk. All right, so in my opinion, though, weather, unpredictable, Mother Nature. We don't know. However, in a situation, in my opinion, I feel that Trump is correct. If you would have had water, for those who are coming in, come on in. If you would have had the fire department twice a week, this time it's been dry, no rain, right? Those who live in California, not much rain in that area, and just had water, then perhaps it wouldn't have got out of control. You would have had people lose their homes. You would have had some damage. It would have been bad, but not like this. So they were being conservative in water. As Trump says, there was no water in the fire hydrants, and it took time to get the water. Not good. They could have prevented some of this. Not all of it. Let's be honest. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Just like to switch gears a little bit, in New Orleans, right? Those 14 people have lost their lives, right? A lot of that could have been preventable by having fire trucks or multiple vehicles on that sidewalk. Maybe it wouldn't have been that bad. So much stuff, but it's a blame of look, you have two things: stupid, or they're in on it. Either way, they got to go. And I'm talking about the governor, mayor of New Orleans, or you're in on it. And I believe a lot of these people in the FBI are in on a lot of this. Not the fires, but I'm talking about in these domestic terrorist attacks in Las Vegas, what happened within an hour. And by the way, real quick, guys, I'm going to have a live soon tomorrow on this facts that the email from Las Vegas in that car, Cybertruck, was 100% went to onto Shane Ryan. It was emailed. That email went there, letting the American people, who is Shane Ryan, look him up, and to address us that it would be a bloody 2025. Bloody. I'm not referring to the fires, but I'm referring, not like he's a psychic, stay with me, that these terrorist attacks would happen. Good evening, Lone Bear, that would happen. And boy, we're starting off on a bad time. And here's our president right now, Biden. Here's Biden.
President Biden has approved a major disaster declaration.
There he is right here. There's Joe.
Survivors to immediately access funds and resources there. So the Biden's back in Washington.
So he's back in Washington, says
in Los Angeles.
It's a disaster zone.
PCH. Mike, give you a quick look around there. That's all the way up Malibu area.
We're going to cut you off, and we're going to take you to the emergency operations.
All right, this is live here.
Zach Seidel, who is the deputy mayor in charge of communication.
Following that, we'll hear from LA City Fire Chief Kristen Crowley. Following that, we'll hear from LA County Fire Chief Anthony.
Donald, how are you, Donald?
After that, we'll hear
how
from
are you,
LA
Donald?
PD Chief Jim McDonald. Then Sheriff Robert Luna. And following that, we'll hear from LADWP General.
Janine says hello, Longbeard.
As well as Superintendent Alberto Carvalho. The mayor will come back to the podium and open it up for questions. I'll call on questions from the left. And with that,
all right, listen in, guys.
Thank you.
Bruce Matthews, how are you? Good evening.
I stand here today with incredible sympathy and concern about the devastation and the tragedy that our city and county are facing. And I definitely want to send my condolences to the families who lost loved ones, to the families and neighborhoods who lost property. This firestorm is the big one in magnitude.
Big one.
Hurricane force
big
winds
one.
Are usually accompanied by rainstorms, but these are hurricane force winds that are combined with extremely dry drought conditions. To provide context, at 10:20 a.m. yesterday, the
I hear you, Joshua.
Fire was at 10 acres.
10 acres,
12 minutes later, it was at 200 acres. To those who fled their homes, especially those who have lost your homes, our hearts are breaking for you, and we stand with you. I know the world is looking at images of our city's devastation. I have seen the
she was out of our country.
Of the Palisades fire, and it is staggering. I've been in constant contact with our fire commanders, with county, state, and federal officials. I took the fastest route back, which included being on a military plane, which facilitated our
Lisa,
communications.
yes.
So I was able
Bob
to
Barker, how's Bob Barker
the
doing?
entire time of the flight. We are fighting for you and everyone in Los Angeles. Thank you to our first
Maria Ann, thank you for the homeless super chat. Appreciate it.
cars and got them to safety no matter how dangerous.
High five fist bump, Maria. Thank you. Appreciate your help.
Heeded our warnings to evacuate. Tonight, more people may get evacuation orders, and if they do, please leave immediately.
Juan Jose, welcome in. Now flooding index and mudslides. You know what, Juan? You're right. Great comment, Juan.
Our firefighters on the front lines. Our strategy included preparations and pre-deployment, and
We're praying, Cheryl.
fire crews from around the state and from our federal partners. We are also adapting in real time. These winds continue
Thank you, Jesse.
to blow. So let me be clear. I am making sure that we leave no resource untapped. Firefighters are now on scene from across the state and across the country.
Sarah, you can, first of all, Sarah, you don't have to. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. You can hit the $sign donation. It goes to the homeless and the vets here in the Las Vegas metropolitan area. You become a member. Thank you,
We are
Sarah.
still facing strong and erratic winds. In Palisades and in Sylmar, we are very much in an active firefight. I can report to you that the Woodley fire, however, in the Sepulveda Basin.
Hold on, guys. Look at this. Hold on, guys. Look at this.
I can also report that
Look at this.
air operations
Look at these
have
beautiful.
resumed, and that is a big deal, but it is up
These
to
are billion-dollar homes, guys.
how long the air support can continue. But these conditions are highly volatile. We've seen a devastating fire in
Oh
the
my
Pasadena
God.
area. Fires have sparked up in Simi Valley and on the LA and Ventura County line. And as our
I appreciate the 90 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Let's pray for California, huh?
be vigilant. So if you receive an evacuation order, please leave immediately. If you receive a warning, get ready. Protect yourself and protect each other. And don't divert firefighters.
Oh my,
from our
this
strategy.
is.
Signals are out and the roads
It's amazing,
have debris.
right? And you can see the palm tree right there. You can see the other trees trying to swing back and forth. I mean, this has just been the scene, and it's been repeating itself for the last 24 to 36 hours, depending on where you're located. But we're watching that one structure on the left, and that thing is...
Jesse, 5 people, what I'm hearing, 5 people have lost their life. Unfortunately, our prayers are with the families. Our prayers are with them.
Span left before that's going to go up in flames, just like the one off to the right.
And we've been talking
Corn
about
Pop, welcome in, Corn Pop. Good to see you in here. Appreciate your support.
firefighters were having a hard time trying to figure out which house needed assistance.
Allie, how's Allie doing tonight? There's Crystal, Allie. Crystal's in the chat.
It doesn't take much. It takes these winds blowing an ember maybe a mere mile away. And now we do have a new flame that has sparked. So it's a very devastating situation, especially for those who live in these areas. Looking at that one home that you talked about, looks like it's just now going up right here on air.
Oh, guys, this is live footage here.
Strongest Santa Ana wind event that we've seen in 14 years. Some of these winds were gusting to 100 miles per hour. At this point, it is so hot around that region. You've got the air that's rising.
Exactly, Ozzy. Exactly.
With the air that's rising above it, so you get winds from all directions moving right.
Yeah, Allie's been asking about you, Crystal.
We're going to have to deal with it for the next day and a half.
Yeah, those are mansions, Cameron. Cameron Miller, welcome in. God bless you. Yeah, mansions.
So the place we're watching right now is this fire right there near Pasadena. Over 10,000 acres burned so far. Unfortunately, I think that number is going to go up. We haven't seen an update there in a little bit of a time period. But here's what it looks like with that Palisades fire. This is the first
Thank you for the 94 likes. I appreciate it. Trump slams Newsom. Yes, Steve. Detroit's in the house. What's going on, Detroit? Good to see you in here and all your support.
These have been starting to burn and just spreading out. Winds right
Where's
now,
Oprah Winfrey? Where is she?
43 mile per hour gusts is what we have here. Malibu Canyon 31, all the way down by the beach. Winds are still strong, about 25 to 35 miles per hour. Palisades fire with the humidity, it's still extremely low. Look at Santa Monica. I think this is a little bit more likely what we had. It was reporting 1% humidity.
Go back to the broadcast here.
Beverly Hills, same thing, 8%. Getting down to the beach, you can see 9% right here. So that's extremely
space so that they can get it done.
windy. The
The county has lost many facilities. Our parks, our Eaton Canyon Nature Center, our senior center. I'm sure the sheriff will talk about the fact that we
If you're just coming in the chat, guys, I appreciate it. Prayers with the five people have lost their life. Prayers with the family.
And when
prayers for Crystal's mom, prayers for anybody in this area. Hopefully most people have gotten out of this area, evacuated.
The promises,
horses and animals
have been made, and it's going to be our job to deliver. And I am confident, given the resilience.
Leave your comments, guys. Leave your comments. You think this could have been preventable? Could we have prevented some of this from happening in the chat? Yes or no? Is Gavin Newsom blame of some of this? I'll repeat it. Is Gavin Newsom blame for some of this? What's your thoughts?
That have lost homes, please reach out for help.
What's your thoughts?
You are not alone. It's important for us to recognize.
Mike says yes.
Lost everything.
Flower says yes.
In many cases, their entire life savings. So as we move forward, we're going to make sure the Department of Mental Health has resources on the ground. But if you need
Bruce says yes.
Reach out.
So does Tim.
Reach out. Love thy neighbor.
100% blame, somebody says.
I'd like to invite Supervisor Lindsay Horvath up, my colleague who represents the 3rd District, the Palisades Fire.
Joshua says yes. The question was from me, guys, does Newsom, whatever you want to call him, responsible for some of this? Yes or no? Maria says, I'm not sure yet. Yes or no? I'm not saying 100%, but a lot of it.
To also thank the volunteers, but most importantly, to let each person know in this time of crisis that they're not alone. To everyone feeling the anguish of this
says
tragedy.
Yes. Sarah says yes.
The county will be here for you, no matter what, as we recover from these fires.
Tiffany says yes, most of it.
Out of this yet. And we need to continue to follow.
Blackwall says no. Welcome in, Blackwall.
Personnel. I want to thank you for evacuating.
Voters are.
For letting our first responders.
The voters are. Read the rest of the question, he's saying. Blackwall says, read the rest of the question. He says, no, voters are.
Here are the updates from the 3rd District. Since our last press conference.
Maria Ann says, Crystal, God bless you and your mom and your loved ones.
Santa Monica to San Vicente.
Very, guys, very, very, very bad. I have never seen anything like this. SS says yes.
To 11th.
Very bad.
Are affecting more than 15,000.
Fires are not political, somebody. Let's pray, guys, for these families, huh? The winds are 95 miles per hour. I don't like the governor can control that.
29. This is the Sunset Mesa community from Topanga Beach and Coastline Drive on the south to Shore Heights Drive on the north, and from Topanga Canyon Road to Carbon Canyon Road in Malibu, including communities of Big Rock and Carbon Mesa.
Everything that you would look to as a metric for fire weather danger is more or less maxed out with this go-around. So how do you move forward through this? The weather conditions have improved some.
I appreciate everybody. 97 likes on here. Thank you so very much.
Strategy moving forward from here.
Lisa says, but 50 billion would it be goes to Israel.
Our number one
That's,
priority was getting people out.
Look at this, guys.
Assisting with evacuation. We did have a lot of evacuation issues, and then making sure that we could protect and contain what structures that we could. So that still is going to remain in effect tonight. The winds are still expected to remain strong until
fair comment, Jeffrey.
Tonight, but we're still going to continue for several days until Friday with still some sustained winds. So our
101 likes. Thank you so very much, guys. Appreciate it very much.
Keep them on the line and continue to help with
Thank you.
evacuations. We're still actively fighting fires, and we're still actively
Helix, welcome in. So sad, so very sad, as the subscriber says. Very sad.
In their fire engines, getting them out of there. We were putting people in personal vehicles.
Wow.
Overhead.
It's like they're blowing up. They're just
to get them out of a dangerous way.
words can't describe, ladies and gentlemen. Sunset Boulevard. Words cannot describe
coming onto the beach, flagging down firefighters
this.
with injuries. So this was unlike anything that we have seen in a very long time.
Very long time. Shout out to Canada. God bless Canada. Gavin Newsom lost one of his homes. Oh, did he? Did he really?
And we've been talking about that, how this has been a historic wind.
I mean, we don't want
event
anybody to
itself.
lose their homes, right?
In almost
It's
15
sad, but a lot of this could have been,
evacuations,
in
we're
my
not gonna
opinion,
have
we
an
could have
estimate on
prevented
how
some of
many
this in
folks that you've had
California. Just my
have helped
opinion,
so far in
guys.
terms of the evacuation.
Everybody has different opinions, but they could have had some water spray down in the areas that have been dry.
Yeah, we know there was approximately 30,000 people in our evacuation area, so it still is under.
Yes, it is, Sarah. Yes, it is, Sarah.
We had over 13,000 structures within those evacuation periods at our Palisades fire. So, but what we always tell people is that they need to evacuate early. As soon as you get the alarm, we're sending out via alerts, we're sending out social media alerts. So as soon as you hear that, you need to heed it and you need to immediately evacuate, because people delaying really hinders some of our operations and hinders people trying to evacuate.
Yeah, with this set of circumstances isn't a fair fight against nature. So we thank you and your teams for the courage and the hard work. A lot of that's still to come. Adam Vangerpen, the LAFD Public Information Officer, thank you.
Let's take it back to the source of all of this. We take you back to a live look here. This is out of Pasadena with the Eden fire. It just completely.
Jogan was right. Leave California, somebody
Bob and I
says,
were
yeah.
watching just mere moments ago that stood up on that hill.
Just tax the
This
fire
is
out,
going to
Gavin.
start to spread downhill
Interesting
now,
comments.
it's the winds
You know,
that are going to be
interesting.
sourcing that,
But look at
pushing
this,
the fire
guys.
in different directions
Either way, we should not
over
have
the
this.
course
This
of
shouldn't have been
tonight
like
and
this.
into early
Not this
tomorrow.
bad, correct?
We know that
This
the
is bad.
smoke has also been a big problem. It has contributed to poor hazardous air quality across the region. So this is the Pasadena area. This is the live look. But again, it's the wind that really kickstarted a lot of this last night. And we had some of those winds.
So the wind, as you hear the meteorologist, the wind.
Fueling and spreading these fires through the course of today. All of this takes us back to a Santa Ana wind event. This is where it all kind of started yesterday. We had an area of high pressure. It's over the Great Basin right now. We have an area of low pressure not too far away. In between, the winds are really picking up. And as they come up and over the mountain ranges, they dry and warm. And it's going to be that really fuels our opportunities for fire on the coastline, but closer towards LA County, where we have those active wildfires now. Again, we had really dry vegetation. This is one of the driest falls on record. And when we look at the timing of that, along with your average Santa Ana wind events, it typically does coincide in the fall months, taking us into the start of the winter months, January and February being the top months where we see these active Santa Ana wind events.
They knew this is dry time, right? So here you go, back with the fire hydrants, where, you know, in my opinion, Trump was correct on that. Getting the water for those people.
Pretty much have been sliced in half.
Getting the fire hydrants, get the water, put the fires out, quick. But they failed.
This still does not help crews. This is going to be a challenge even into our Thursday and possibly even into the start of Friday. We have those active fires that I talked about surrounding LA County at the moment. Winds are
Prepare in advance. Great comment, Sarah. Great comment, Sarah. Prepare in advance. Guys, I want to say thank you for the 101 likes. I appreciate it. Just a friendly reminder. If you have forgotten to hit the like, go ahead and hit the like. Make sure you support the other YouTube channels that are containing these fires with a nice like. It's free. Appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We are a homeless channel that helps out the homeless. Any donations will help out the homeless and the vets who fought for this beautiful country.
Yeah, amazing. Burbank, the strongest wind ever reported, 84 miles per hour. We're not going to forget about the other major story that's starting to develop tonight, Kiana. It's a powerful winter storm that's going to start developing.
We also have a winter storm. Winter storms, fire, ice, smoke on the water.
Depends on where it is, but that dry line is going to be down to the south. We're watching for the cold line up to the north. Either way, Dallas is right there in store. That I-20 corridor.
950 911 calls for service within the city. This also includes 10 structure fires. We have treated and
So that Bank of America looks like that's history, right? Bank of America's history. A lot of these billion would be homes are gone.
to ensure timely and effective responses across the entire city.
Just horrific. Just hard to really take this in. As many people on this chat have said, it looks like a movie, something from one of those fire movies. You know, fire. This looks so unreal, huh? Cameron Miller, welcome in.
Of the challenges and adaptations.
Thank you for the 105 likes. Appreciate it.
We're going to talk about all of these fires within Southern California. We're utilizing mutual aid partners from across the region, state, and adjoining states, and firefighters are surging into Southern California as we speak.
Jay, welcome in.
Also, the challenges with water pressure in the Palisades. Standard firefighting adaptations for
Shout out to Canada. Dino, how are you?
We have the ability to pull water from ponds.
Yeah, it looks like a movie, Maria Ann. Like something that we watch on Netflix or Prime Videos that you put on, and one of those movies, fiction movies. Tyler Lewis, welcome in. Yes, repeat Hawaii. They're still recovering from the Hawaii, you know.
We are not out of danger.
We're not out of danger, she says. We're not out of danger.
With strong winds that are going to continue throughout the night, I can tell you and assure you that firefighters.
Amen, Tammy. Amen. Amen, Tammy.
On protecting lives and property.
Someone says fire this woman. Fire this
By
woman.
doing the following. Stay informed.
Somebody
through trusted
says.
News and official updates. Be prepared to evacuate if you
Be
live
prepared.
in wildland areas. Follow all evacuation warnings and orders without delay. We also ask the public to stay off the roadways and away from any of the impacted
Stay
areas.
off the roadways.
Now the LA
Debbie, how are you, Debbie? How's Debbie doing? God bless you. Good to see you in here, Debbie.
together, we are absolutely united in our top
Appreciate it.
and that is saving lives, ensuring that the safe evacuation and rescue of our residents.
Exactly, Allie. So I accidentally timed out Maria Ann. Please fix it. Please fix it. Let me get on my iPad. Hold on, Crystal.
First responder, boots on the ground.
Let me try to fix that real quick.
Together we can continue to protect our communities and keep everybody safe. Next, I'd like to go ahead and introduce the fire chief from Los Angeles County, which is Anthony Maroney.
So good evening. Thank you for the comprehensive update, Chief Crowley. My name is Anthony Maroney. I'm the County of Los Angeles Fire Chief, and I'm going to give an LA County update in addition to a Region 1 update. For the Eaton Fire in Los Angeles County, Altadena, Pasadena, and Sierra Madre, the LA County Fire Department continues to be in unified command with the U.S. Forest Service and the Pasadena and Sierra Madre Fire Departments, in addition to our law enforcement partners. The fire has been mapped this afternoon.
I'm working on it, Crystal. It's going to take a little bit. I'm seeing if I'm able to. Did you time her out? I know, first of all, it was accidentally. I'm sure she'll be fine. Was it just for 24? Was it just for 5 minutes or 24 hours? Do you remember, Crystal? I can work on it. Thank you.
From out of state, including Arizona, have arrived to assist us with this firefight. Unfortunately,
24 hours. Oh, that's going to be. I'm going to see what I can do.
A number of injuries and over 1,000 structures damaged or destroyed. The cause of the fire is unknown and under active investigation by both the Los Angeles County Fire Department, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, and the U.S. Forest Service arson investigators. And the moment we learn the cause of this fire, we will advise the media. We also have a new fire start in the Acton area of Los Angeles County, the Lydia Fire, estimated to be between 80 and 100 acres, 30% contained, and thankfully forward.
Crystal, I'm having trouble with that. I'm trying to work on it.
As the Region 1 coordinator, I did request mutual aid from the
I just,
counties.
Maribel, can you give me a hand here?
Orange County, Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties yesterday. Additionally, last night, I contacted the State Office of Emergency Services and requested 250 additional engine companies from Northern California, staffed with over 1,000 personnel. At this time, the state of California is exercising their emergency compacts with the western states of Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Oregon, and Washington for additional firefighting resources and personnel to come to Los Angeles County to assist us with this widespread fire emergency. One data point is that we have 60 units responding.
Thank you for the 109th like. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Responding from Washington, 10 units responding from New Mexico, 15 units responding from Utah.
Yeah, I just can't do it, Crystal. It's
responding from Arizona. Currently, the National Weather Service has predicted that this red flag warning will remain in effect for Los Angeles County and much of Ventura County through Friday. Thank you, and I would now like to invite up to the podium Los Angeles Police Chief Jim McDonald.
Thank you very much, Chief. I just want to say a few things and not to repeat what has already been said any more than needs to be stressed, but a sincere thank you to everybody who's out there in the impacted area for your patience and your support, to our first responders.
All right, I almost got it, Crystal. I think I got it now. No.
From the very beginning, doing the very best they can to
Nah,
protect
Maria got accidentally timed out. I can't. Oh, that looks. Wow.
You want some?
Yes.
Sense of the word. We're going to bounce back from this, and it's going to
I will, Crystal. I've done everything I could on here. I can't show you, but I'm on my iPad. I just can't actually get her back in. Some reason or another. I'm trying.
That is why the need for vigilance.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
I can't stress enough.
Give me a.
We've got to pay attention to our neighbors, to our own yards and property, and be able to catch something quickly if we get something sparking off. I think that is critical. This is not over. Long from
Yeah, I just can't get it.
Our job primarily is
Maria, we're sorry. If you're able to watch, it was an accident.
With traffic control and with crime suppression. And on the crime suppression front, you've heard also about the potential for looting, people going in and taking advantage of the worst possible circumstances to be able to enrich themselves. That will not be tolerated at all. And my ask is that everybody stay out of the impacted areas unless you live there, unless you have a real reason to be there. Our officers will be out there. They'll be watching for this.
All right, back here. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get our loyal subscriber Maria back on, but unsuccessful.
With us, to our media partners, for all that you've been able to do to get the message out there and keep people safe. It's now my honor to introduce Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you all for covering this very important story. So as I stand here before you with my partners around me, please know that I have several hundred LA County deputy sheriffs along with other police officers who are working all the impacted areas out there. They're involved in evacuations. They're involved in traffic control.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Repeated all over the place. These embers last night were being carried over a mile in front of the main fire line, sparking new hot spots and just creating chaos. I mean, this is a new live shot right here.
I'm going to repeat it.
This is Los Angeles County right there. So we're getting all these live shots right here. This is KCBS.
And it looks like this one's from above. So we're looking maybe into like a cove or a valley of some sort.
I can't.
See the fire also spreading there.
I tried everything, Marvo.
So much. Don't put them through more.
I've tried everything I could.
To go through. And then we're on humanitarian missions. I have deputies dropping off food.
Sorry, Maria.
Other things to people who have either been evacuated or who just need somebody to talk to and frankly just give a hug to. Those are the kind of things that we're doing out there. I do want to talk about evacuations. Regarding the Eaton fire, we have over 70,000 of our community members who have been impacted by either evacuation.
My God.
And or warnings. The Palisades fire, approximately 60,000 who have been impacted by evacuation orders or warnings. As I said,
1 second, guys.
We have called in additional resources, not only for what's in front of us, but looking around the corner.
Zooming in a bit. At one point, it was
both fire chiefs have made it very clear we are not out of danger. There's a lot of work to be done. For me, in my other role as mutual aid coordinator, just to give you an example, as we are not only calling in our resources, we check with other departments.
Look at this, guys. I mean, this is live coverage here out of Pasadena. I wanted to bring this, trying to get some value, but I lost my lost a little bit of that. Oh, we got some back. Here we go.
It's dense smoke, and that is just carrying across the region and across the sky. And we've talked about the impacts of that, the air quality being felt. Thankfully, a lot of these homes were evacuated, so the hope is that no one is in this area getting directly impacted by that.
Right.
But
Cisco Cedar Products, thank you very much for your support. 2 consecutive lives. Thank you.
Yeah.
We've been watching this play out all day.
I mean, we were watching this stuff right here. Very scary images, no question about it. That is one of the scariest things that we've seen so far. It's not just that; it's the people that are running away from the flames themselves.
Maria Ann, we had accidentally timed you out, and I've tried everything. If you're listening in, thank you for your donation earlier.
Single digits.
I'm still working on it.
So this is not going to be a story that ends anytime soon.
We'll watch.
Yes,
We have
Allie,
been watching
just
the details
destruction.
And keeping ourselves updated, and we'll continue to do that with you as well through the overnight hours tonight and even into tomorrow. As long as this story plays out, we are going to be on top of it here at Fox Weather. But looking at the latest details, at least there is one fire. There's about 5 fires that are active across LA County. There's one that does have
listening. I'm going to tell you, 99% of the people are listening, and I think that's why hopefully the injuries and fatalities and all those other things will stay down. So thank you to our LA County residents for working with us in partnership. And now I'd like to introduce LADWP General Manager,
It was just north of Pasadena, right? So all that smoke continues to travel down. Let me show you some before and after.
Thank you and good evening. I'm Janice Quinones, CEO and Chief Engineer of LADWP. In preparation for the visitation, the windstorm, LADWP activated its emergency preparation plans and filled all 114
Yeah,
right? We're watching this one.
The latest one that has erupted, but there's others. The Eden fire has become a deadly fire. 10,000 plus acres that have been burned. That's the one that we were just watching. That live shot here, still up on the screen.
It was just north of Pasadena, right? So all that smoke continues to travel down. Let me show you some before and afters right here, and we've been marveling at this. It's such beautiful pictures right here. I mean, what a place to live right there. You're talking about
right on the water.
Yeah, the one, and then boom, all of a sudden that's what it looks like now.
So these homes are right on the water. $1 billion homes, guys, in the water here have been lost, and unfortunately 5 people are deceased on this Wednesday, beginning of the year, January 6, 2025. So this is coming in. We are eating fires, exploding, cars exploding. It's worse today than it was yesterday, and unfortunately, more winds into the night, going into tomorrow, and it's going to be worse tomorrow.
Which also is the reason why they all go up at once.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Can you hold this?
It's not cheating. I have to give you a...
So I can see. I gotta put a jacket on.
What's going on, baby? Hi, everybody. I'm cooking, leaving some food for my husband before I leave. This is like you're in the hell, the soul.
It looks like hell, yeah.
Oh my God. So what happened? Why do you not have water?
Gavin Newsom turned off the water to conserve.
No, my daughter said he put it in the ocean or something.
Put the water in the ocean?
Yeah, the water there, he put it in the ocean because something got... No, she explained to me, I don't know. What? And he want to be a president? Come on.
Can you hold that for a minute so I can go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Show him the other one, too.
When you're right there by LA, Calabasas, Altadena too, and then you're back down to single digits once that air column heats up again tomorrow afternoon. We're back down.
Pray just for everybody. That is very bad.
Yeah, the good thing is as we head day by day, the winds will start to subside.
The wind will help. That's the
help
thing.
significantly. The less
I have a lot of my customer. I just texted, but she not text me back, so that means it's bad. She live in Malibu, but she lives like almost in Pasadena, I think. I hope she's okay.
Elevated to that critical stage. Luckily, the extreme fire danger area that we knew was going to happen, it's just about over with at this point. Extreme, but still critical, and that goes all the way down to close to San Diego, at least for tonight.
Wow.
Listen, we got more coming up. This fire is not done. We've got 5 of them that we're tracking. We are Fox Weather. We're going to be on all night through tomorrow morning. We've got that coverage that's going to continue until this event is essentially over with. We're tracking these massive raging fires right through Southern California.
This
Stick
is
with us all
terrible.
night. We're going to be right back.
Get hazardous. Want the fastest working
Well, my daughters have a trip for Tuesday. I don't think so she can make it. Maybe bad. And she says she's going to Disney. Don't forget to like the channel to help Sal because that's how he get the channel going. So you like that little light button.
As frontline warriors, our first responders in dealing with this unprecedented set of circumstances. My function here today is to thank those who are collaborating in this community.
This is so sad. I don't even look at views. It's bad. You eat the chili?
Yes, thank you.
Back to schools, they depend on nutrition, education, and support. But I also want to make an announcement specific to tomorrow. We certainly were hoping that conditions would significantly improve, that winds would subside, that the number of active fires would decrease, not necessarily increase. There would be a degree of
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you very much for the 122 likes. I'm just going to take a time here to read some comments. Give me 1 second.
As a result of the unpredictability of high winds,
I got iPads. I got trying to work on Maria
throughout the community.
All right, so welcome in, guys.
Smoke, dust.
Let's talk. So, it's sad. It really is sad because, you can't predict Mother Nature. In my eyes, this is going to happen. But when you put water into the ocean, conserve on water, not have the right resources out there, you're going to have a fire that goes on steroids. And, of course, you can't blame Gavin Newsom as far as the winds go. Winds come, right? But, maybe if you had some of this stuff, water there and it's so dry there in California, maybe it wouldn't have been this bad. Just my thoughts. These are horrible times. We're beginning the year with, 5 people losing their lives. Prayers and thoughts are with the families and California. And unfortunately, you're going to hear more bad news in the upcoming days. Let's hope not. And then you have the New Orleans situation, Vegas situation. Guys, we're going to talk about a little bit, if we can just switch direction here. If I look up and I see anything new starting fire-wise, I'll turn the camera. But what I want to talk about, and I was going to talk about it tomorrow's live. We will talk about it tomorrow, but the email of the captain of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police, where I live, the question from a reporter, it was a great question. He said, or she said, hey, did that email really go to the Shane Ryan show? Shane Ryan is a big YouTuber, social media, and Joe Rogan and Fox and some of those networks. Did it really happen? He says, yes. Was it from this Livensberger? And I apologize if I incorrectly pronounced his name. Matthew Livensberger, I'm pretty close. That was his email. The email stated that were basically, it had a lot of things. It had the car he drove, and he was suffering from some mental illness. But his email, he was suffering from PTSD. But he says it was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call for Americans. He also stated in there that, the government, pretty much we can't trust the government. But the question was, why did he pick Trump? Also, there was a video surveillance of him putting gas, not gas in an electric vehicle, but gas in the back of the truck. They call this a cyber truck. And what I feel is he could have took out many people, right, with a gas truck like I have, but he didn't. But anyhow, you guys can decide yourself what you think. This was from the Shane Ryan. It was from the FBI, 100% his email that was sent out. So bad times, guys. In my opinion, I feel in Las Vegas and New Orleans were same. Both were domestic terrorist attacks, that they approach people that are having financial problems and they pay off their family. We have a problem with these open borders, wide open borders. And it's going to continue to be these problems. Now, also, there was Bongino. Who knows who Bongino is in the chat? Bongino says, and for the safety of this individual who has a family, says, we're in for some bad times keeping him safe, him being Donald J. Trump safe, tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Well, Jimmy Carter, may rest in peace, who passed away as 100 years old, and keeping them safe on that event. Also, January 19th. What is the 19th? We know what January 20th is. They're going to swear Trump in. Those are dates that this individual was also saying. So we're not off to a good start. It's 2025. We're not off to a good start. But back to the fire. It looks like LA officials now have given updates on multiple fires in that area. And California is just burning down. And like a lot of you say in the chat, this is happening before, but not like this. A terrible time, as you'll go back to some of the coverage here. I mean, it's just, I don't know what I mean, look at that. That's live right there. It looks like hell, whatever hell would be, or a movie you would put on one of those Netflix, one of those movies you just put on a fire show, and this is really happening, unfortunately. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the 122 likes. Appreciate it. I hear you, Alex, Riss. But back to this live coverage here. Back to live coverage. Tyler Lewis, welcome to chat. Does China drones have something to do with this? With the fires? No, I don't think with the fires. I don't think so.
We will make it through these next several days, and then we will begin the recovery period.
It's funny with the drones, though, guys. Somebody talks about the drones. We don't hear anything more about that, too. So that's a whole nother situation that's developing, and was in parts of New Jersey, where I'm from. Amanda, welcome in the chat. No, I wouldn't be scared, Amanda. Just, we got to get this world back. It's upside down, and, this is Mother Nature here. But again, if you're just tuning in, I think some of this could have been prevent. But end of times, no. Just looks scary. They'll get control of this, guys. Hopefully by, what is today, Wednesday? Hopefully by Friday morning. Hopefully by Friday, Saturday morning. But yeah, it does look like just scary times. Like, looks like the end of times. Like, just crazy. I live in Santa Monica, 5 minutes away from the fires. Money Green, I'm glad you're safe, and prayers with you and your family. Vic F, thank you, Joe Biden. I'm going to read some comments, guys.
Right now, there's a lot of raw emotions about what's happened. But for residents who are angry and...
Maybe, Ozzy, maybe. God bless you back. Now, I mean, you have these things. But it sure doesn't look good, does it?
As I just mentioned, this is an absolutely unprecedented event. It has been many, many years since we faced this strong fight.
Evacuations expanded into Santa Monica.
As a result of the massive need to fight.
This is a Fox 11 Los Angeles, Fox 11. Bob Barker, no. They said he had a little bit of contained, Bob. Thank you for your comment, Bob. But no, there's still, because of the wind. Bob.
Out there too. That's amazing. There are people right there. All right, let's
take it back to Hollywood Hills. We're gonna update there. This is tentatively the Sunset Fire.
Yes, the Sunset Fire.
We're back to the Sunset Fire, ladies and gentlemen. Sunset Fires.
We're calling it the Sunset Fire.
Sunset Fire. 1.5 million without power. 1.5 million. Ridiculous, guys.
2-3 minutes.
Horrible.
We just listened to In the Zone with our partners at Fox 11. They were talking
Liberato, welcome in the chat. Dryness, no rain. We still officially don't know exactly. Arson, a cigarette, something like that. We haven't heard of anything like that yet. But There was excuse me, it's been a long day, guys. No water in the fire hydrants.
Right, the famous one right there.
Because of the governor who's Newsom. Or Newsom. Whatever you want to call them.
They're forecasted to not be as strong as they were last night, but it doesn't matter at this point. They're still going to spread the fires. Maybe
is that right, Tyler Lewis? In Paris?
Across the region, though, because we've got the latest numbers and we've got the latest graphics on it, too. We've got the fire hot spots.
Money Green says it happened in somebody's backyard. Somebody's backyard.
Just right now. Downtown, at least, you guys, you don't have any fires.
Billy French, how are you, Billy? How's Billy doing?
However, we're watching all these fires continue to burn around the region. Now, if you remember earlier,
thank you for the 126 like on this live. Appreciate it.
The Chinook helicopters right here and the fixed wing guys, they were all grounded.
Yes, Ozzy. There was no water there. There was no water in the fire hydrant. Conserve on water.
You can't drop water, and if you do, it's just going to get sprayed all around. It's not going to.
It was 3 separate fires. Poor government did this. Period. Reading some comments.
With helicopters, great news right here. That's in tandem with the crews.
Read some comments here.
Water pressure seems to be an issue. It was a
water pressure seems to be an issue. Water pressure.
Obviously open, not designed to do that, but this is such a huge situation.
I love God too.
Had to do. Look at the acreage that is burned. Now,
it's Hawaii all over. Chris, do it. Chris, how are you doing? Thank you, Chris.
Hollywood Hills one, that's probably a new one, and we're going to start charting that one out also. The Lydia fire, that's the only one that has any kind of containment that's being reported at this point, 30%. Doesn't mean it's 30% out. It means they surrounded it 30%. Now, you still got 70% of this thing wild. We got wildfire around Eaton as well, 0% containment.
Thank you for your comment, Money Green. Appreciate your updates, Money Green.
These numbers, unfortunately, are all going to go up. We've got the Woodley fire, the Hearst fire.
Innocent people, Billy. Innocent people. Shout out to Jersey. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm from, Chris. No water in the fire hydrant. That's right, Tammy. For a short period of time, Tammy. That's right, Tammy. Look at this, guys.
There are people in the house off to the right. Hey, listen, more Fox weather is on the way. We're going to be following this fire the entire night long. Stay with Fox weather.
All right, guys, I'm going to switch over here to Fox Nation. Back to Fox Nation. I just want to say real quick, guys, I'll turn the camera. We'll go back to Fox Nation. Let me sit down for a second and get some water. And speaking of water, let me get some water. Speaking of water, yes. The question is in the chat, no fire in the fire hydrant. Mistake. The sources I'm hearing is they were short on water, conserving on water. My wife says she heard that water was sent out to the ocean. Regardless, if this is true from Gavin Newsom, no, seriously, he is blamed for some of this. Not all of it, right? Not all of it. Let's be fair. But a lot of it, because they could have had the water in these dry areas, they could have had water there, like Trump says, and maybe some of this could have been preventable. I just think it could have been at least contained. And but you know what? Let's be honest. The winds, excuse me, the winds are out of control. The winds are not helping either, right? I mean, you hate to make this politics or political, right? He doesn't have any. You can't blame him on the weather. Let's be honest, right? But you got to be prepared. Him, the governor, the mayor, you know, everybody around who lives in California should be prepared, right?
In at least 14 years. It's a deadly combination.
A deadly combination. This lady's saying. Who is she? Who is this lady?
At every level of government.
All right, let's read some more chats.
President Biden's chief of staff, Secretary Mayorkas from Homeland Security, Secretary Totten from Housing and...
Yeah, a lot of debate, Bob. A lot of debate. A lot of debate on this.
Governor Newsom. This is going to be an effort of all of us coming together, and we have to resist...
All right, we'll get back to this lady. See what she has to say. She's continuing.
Flight home, I was on a military flight, as I mentioned, which allowed me to be in constant communication.
Somebody says, well, that's somebody, loyal subscriber says, Trump warned them.
Almost every hour of the flight. So although I was not physically here, I was in contact.
Long Beard's finally home, safe. God bless.
The entire time when my flight landed.
They should have been prepared, Chris, right? Chris DeWitt.
What happened in Pacific Palisades. Thank you.
Oh, she's the mayor? Money Green, thank you very much. She's the mayor. Interesting. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Fair comment, Bob Barker. All I got to say, guys, this is sad. I mean, it doesn't matter. $1 billion homes. A home's a home, right? These are people. People live in these homes with kids, right? Grandkids, partners, whatever. And it's a home. And people have lost their lives. Five people.
There's pressure to evacuate. Some people then left their car, and it could have been disabled. It could have been a situation where they were disoriented or panicked, and they left, and everybody behind them is stuck behind them. They also then feel the pressure of the fire.
I mean, it's a war zone, like my wife Maribel said. I mean, it's like a
Hardest hit areas.
looks like hell. Whatever hell. I mean, look at
Air
this.
quality, I mean, that's no bargain either.
Air
We've got
quality? What air quality?
Conditions all the way throughout.
What air quality?
California. We've got team coverage going on tonight. We begin with one of the biggest
My
fires of all time.
my pleasure.
This is one of the worst ones we've seen when it comes to Santa Ana winds.
I gotta charge up, guys. Hold on one second.
For you right here. One is Pasadena. The other one is the brand new one out there.
I gotta charge my phone, guys. You have to bear with me.
Is sparking a new round just on the other side of the hill. You can see it looks a lot different than it did just about 5 minutes ago. Listen, this is the new one, the Hollywood Hills one, calling it the Sunset.
You don't want to see my face. Hold on.
That's a brand new one that just developed within the last few hours. Off to your left, the one to your right, that's Pasadena. Those houses, the one off the right, has been reduced to cinders and ashes. There is
Just give me a second. I gotta do something here.
just off to the right of that palm tree where people were in it before. The flash over saw moving around. Show you the numbers, what's going on right now. You can see all the live pictures we have going on, some of the videotapes that we've got also. Wildfires, and this number's probably going to go up as well. But these are the major ones. 5 wildfires that we're facing, 27,000 plus acres burned. That number, unfortunately, will go up also. Under evacuation, look at that number. I mean, over 250,000 people right now are under evacuation orders in Southern California. Households without power, businesses without power, 1.5 million customers. That is pretty amazing.
1.5 million customers without power. In addition, without power here in California.
Which is why we call in our mutual aid partners, our additional resources. Of course, we can always use more resources, which is why we ask for more resources, because we always
Brand new fire just heating up, guys.
to get ready for the next fire, because we don't know what these winds are going to do. This is something that we have not.
Thank you, Billy.
In my 16 years in LAFD and 5 years in another fire department, I've never seen winds that
Can you
made it to the
hold this?
Pacific Ocean, turned around and
Just
went
hold it.
back.
I was talking to you in charge. Thank you. Be nice to my wife, guys.
He's eating eggplant, eating the food that I have for him tomorrow. Cooking. Not looking good right now. Hi, Long Beer. How you doing there in California? You have a lot of smoke? Long Beer is okay, sir? What about that lady I sent the stuff in the phone? Crystal, hi, Crystal. I hope you're okay. I'm praying for everybody. This is terrible.
In the impacted area, specifically what caused it, and the specific details.
Wow. Oh, he's charging the phone. Sorry.
We did dispatch homicide detectives out there just to make sure that everything is done appropriately and at the right time. All of you the information that we get. At the end of the day, it's absolutely
Huh? Yeah, a lot of homeless. Well, that's a rich area. But Los Angeles have a lot of homeless. I feel bad for the smoke.
As you see, we were just listening into that coverage there. Of course, there's breaking news that we've been continuing.
Breaking news. Yeah. This is terrible. Oh my God, Sal. You show him now. Oof. That is bad. I don't know, but it's not good. Well, he said the work be done in fire until it started. Yeah, that's what the Bible says. The work this last time is in water, and the Bible says it's. Well, I read the Bible always. What I used to be a little girl in church, and he said that that's what in the Bible say, be in fire. All these crazy people. You need prayer for the president coming up too. People doing crazy things just to hurt him. But God saved the good one. So, oh, look at that. Look like it's like a hell. Ooh. The whole island, Santa Monica, sounds so beautiful. I'm gonna call Karen. He said they are affecting San Diego too. I think the smoke. Wow, Malibu. You know who live in Pasadena? I text her, she don't answer. Wow. Oh. So look at that. Oh my God, I cannot see this news. It's so sad. He's crying, baby, the guy. The guy is crying. I don't know what happened. Look.
Oh, you're showing it the wrong way, man.
Look. I don't know, baby. I'm sorry. Look at him. Oh, I can see him. Breaking. I keep you purple for tomorrow.
Yeah, my welcome back, guys. I had to get something to eat, but yes, it does get you guys. It really does. It's just very sad. There's that Bank of America again. All right, I'm going to sit down, guys, and talk to you guys a little bit here. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? All right, guys, welcome back in. I appreciate all the likes. Wow, 137 likes. Appreciate it very much. Crazy. Eaton fire burns at 10,600 acres. Blamed for the 5 deaths. Out of control. What's your thoughts on this? Could some of this, not escalate like it was if it was... they knew about the winds. They knew how dry it is. That's a Bank of America that we just seen a few minutes ago. It looks like hell. It literally does. Breaking news. It's like it just continued to spread to all over California. Not all over, but a lot of parts of California. Horrible, horrible times here. Fire department, prayers with them. They're doing the best they can, right? They're doing the best they can. Sorry that the phone was turned. My wife was doing the best she can. We're trying to charge the phone. Speaking of prepare, I wasn't real prepared. I didn't have my phone all the way up. But back to the fires. Eaton fire burns, 10,600 acres, 5 deaths. Prayers and thoughts are with the families, fire department, and the mayor and the governor. Even though I'm not a fan of Governor Newsom, prayers are with California right now that they get this contained. Because right now it's not contained at all. At all. Yeah, Trump is coming in, so change will be happening, right? Terrible, terrible times, guys. We'll get back to them. Just let my phone charge a little bit. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I needed to get a little something in to eat a little bit, so she had to take over a little bit. So hopefully she did okay. Had the camera turned the wrong way. Guys, if you're just coming in, we do help out the homeless on this channel, each and every one of us. And 100% of the donations go ahead and help out the homeless here in the Las Vegas metropolitan area, which I can start to smell a little bit of smoke, but not as bad as it was yesterday. Interesting. I smelled more yesterday. I'm in Las Vegas, not as much today. So I appreciate all your support, liking, subscribing. It is free. Make sure you support your other YouTube channels when you're in and out of here, as well if you enjoy their content. Lots of coverage in the internet right now, and YouTube, and I wish I could say it's getting better, but unfortunately for me, it's worse before it gets better.
Awesome as it is to live here because it's a beautiful place. It also has been quite unlucky for
I have not confirmed that of a homeless man starting one of the fires, so I can't say yes, I can't say no. But we are a homeless channel. But yes, I can't confirm that. The question was it a homeless guy who did? No, I can't confirm that. Yes. Is LA on fire yet? Is it? I mean, I've heard that too a couple times, but you know, they don't know yet. You know, all we know is it's been dry in California, dry in Las Vegas, and all it takes is a spark, and boom, right? All it takes is this one spark. That's it. One spark. When it's dry, boom, everything goes up. And when you have, when you have winds of 60, 70, 80 plus miles, hurricane force winds, fire would go in different angles. It gets worse. Bob Barker, thank you for the super chat. If 10 of us would chip in $10 each, we would probably feed quite few people. 10 of us chipped in $10 each could probably feed quite. Thank you so much, Bob Barker. Appreciate it so much. Thank you. Make sure my phone is charging too. My phone is, I don't know why it's not charging. Wow. Appreciate that donation. Looks like a helicopters are they spraying water? I guess, yeah, they are. It looks like they're spraying water, huh? Again, if you're just coming in, 1.5 million without power. 1.5 without power across LA. I'll repeat it, 1.5 without power. Thank you for 139 likes. Sarah, thank you for a super chat. Appreciate it, Sarah. Sorry, my phone, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. High five, fist bump. Thank you. And Bob Barker, appreciate it. Phone, I'm having a little problems with my phone. It's not charging for some reason. I don't know why.
All right, we have just been listening into Fox 11 LA's coverage there.
Appreciate the donations. Appreciate the likes. Subscribing if you haven't. Come on board. Yeah, look at this. Money Green, yes, the cigarette can do this. Yes. Great question. The question from Christine is, where are all these new homeless people gone? We have quite a few in Las Vegas. It's the most I've seen in quite some time, Christine. I've a lot of them. I have video up today on how bad it's getting here. Let me just, I got to charge this phone here. So, today was the most I've seen in quite some time, guys, of homeless. Some are coming from California. It is cold now, getting colder in Las Vegas. When I say cold, down to 30 degrees, but there is more homeless. And I'm having problems with the phone here. Why isn't this charging? Oh, should be charging. Yeah, there we go. It's charging. All right. Our phone is charging. If I missed any donations, I appreciate it, guys. If I missed any, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bob Barker with a $2 super chat. Thank you. Come on, guys. It goes to the homeless. High five, fist bump, Bob. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much. Yes, it does. 100% puts a smile on you guys, mine, and my wife, because she will prepare another big homeless before she leaves. My wife is off to Puerto Rico this weekend, so we like to get out there tomorrow. So yes, people, thank you very much. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. If you're just coming in, catastrophic fires erupt in California, out of control, out of control. And 0% is contained at this hour. And I wish I can say it's getting better, but over 1.5 billion without power across LA. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining us, we've been online for about 2 hours and covering this Santa Monica, California now. Out of control fires. I've never seen anything like this before. And some of the people that live there, they're interviewing, it's been like 25, 27 years they've seen it this bad. Now, every year they have these fires, but not like this. And that's where we're at. We got snow and ice in Alabama and down south. We got cold weather here in Vegas. But Gulf of Mexico is now the Gulf of America. And then you have these terrible fires in Los Angeles, California. Just in 5 dead social fire. Five are dead. 5 is too many. 1 is too many when you have tragedies like this. Here's a map. Here's a map that they're showing here. 283 in the chat at the present time with 140 likes. If you haven't liked, go back and hit the like. The donations are to feed the homeless. Watch Sal's shorts. Stop being ignorant. Thank you, Lombier. Appreciate that. Well said comment. Appreciate on all your donations in the past. But thank you so much. Here you go, the map here of 15,000, over 15,000 donations. Donations, excuse me, of these acres, acres.
In Southern California, but this Eaton fire has now
Eaton fires, 10,600 acres, out of control. Ozzy says, tell him, Longbeard.
Other fires in the area of note, of course, as well.
Welcome to the chat, everybody. Hope you're doing well on this Wednesday and you're staying safe. If you live in California or you know anybody in this area, check up on them. Hopefully, most of them evacuated. And what I'm hearing, most of them have evacuated. Yes, Amanda, me too. God still has my lights on. Somebody says, yeah, I mean, a lot of people in here are saying, you know, different. We don't know. We don't know arson or cigarette or cigar or homeless. We just don't know, right? All we can do is guess. All we do know is the facts. It's dry, and Gavin Newsom didn't have the water. Didn't have the water right. So we know that. We know that, according to Donald Trump and the sources and the fire department. But here you go. There's that map.
We want to check back in with our partners there at Fox 11 in Los Angeles. They're there on the ground. Let's listen into their coverage here on Live Now.
I agree, Ozzy. Ozzy Ray. I mean, all joking aside, Ozzy, on my part, I agree. I agree.
Pasadena, of course, that one a little more than 10,000 acres. The Hearst.
No accident, somebody says.
About 700 acres.
Maui all over again, right? Maui.
A lot of area to kind of scan across right here. There's the Eden, and so
Breaking. School's closed tomorrow. Lossa. Janine A.R., because we have another Janine, says it's planned. Yes, Sarah, unfortunately, you're probably going to have, more people lose their lives. Unfortunately. Let's hope not, Sarah. Let's hope not. But yeah.
I believe this one's at 30%. They say in the press conference, I wrote down that the forward progress was stopped on that one. And then wild to, and you guys talked a lot about it, but during the press conference that we just had, the breaking news in the middle of that was that the Sunset Fire in the Hollywood Hills has also lit up, and that one will likely continue to spread because weather
controlling the population. Interesting, Janine. Interesting. I don't disagree or agree, but interesting.
And I want to break down the forecast a little bit here because there's kind of that situation like good news, bad news. The good news is we are past the worst of the winds, past the worst of the weather conditions, and we talked about how
that's some good news. That's some good news.
Situation, red flag warning, happened to be the third one of this season that we we've seen, but these are rare to have these PDS red flag warnings. The PDS part of that has expired. The National Weather Service, and I've got this in quotes now, calling it a regular...
Bob, thanks for that update. There was a guy trapped in the house with his dog. Any updates on... I have not heard anything, Bob. Bob Griff, I haven't heard. Let's hope that they made it out safe, you know? JFF88, how are you?
Maybe as soon as late Thursday morning, so let's say like 10 a.m. to noon tomorrow, starting up around that time through Friday morning is going to be the next peak. And then
Very sad, very sad. Very sad times here in our beautiful country, and particularly in California. Our prayers and thoughts continue.
It was set to expire 6 p.m. today. Now it's in effect until 10 p.m. for all these areas in yellow. A lot of this is where we see the fires right off towards the north and across the mountains and the valleys. This is where winds still could gust up to 60. Not quite the extreme levels we saw earlier yesterday, last night, early this morning, but still gust up to 60, especially in some of the higher elevations. But
Yeah, Ozzy, yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
have been gusting like 20 to 40 miles per hour, which is already some improvement. Still, though, it's dry. The vegetation is very dry. The air is
Very dry, as we continue to say on here. Very dry.
through Friday. It excludes a portion of Los Angeles and south towards Long Beach, for example, down the Orange County coastline. But all these areas in magenta in a red flag warning through Friday. Now let's get to what a lot of you are probably wondering about. What do the winds actually look like over the next couple of days? So here's our forecast wind gusts. We'll start this at 7 o'clock tonight. Notice improvement. You might remember at this time yesterday we were showing this map, and it was just like a purple color across almost the entire area. We saw a wind gust forecast 50, 60, 70 plus miles per hour. Not nearly that intensity overnight tonight. And watch as we go later into the night. Yes, there are going to be some of those higher elevations where it's still windy, but
This is bad.
something positive, at least to look forward to, that the winds do lighten up during the middle of the night tonight. That also, of course, helps with the air attack on these fires. Now, here's what I was talking about earlier. The next wind peak, that is going to be upon us as we start going late Thursday morning into midday. This is just happened to be paused at 11 a.m. Here's that purple color back. That's not what we want to see. Purple would suggest winds 35 or higher, at least gusts 35 or higher. And you can see the actual numbers. We still could see some spots with gusts that get up towards 50, 60 plus miles per hour as we go into midday tomorrow. Now let's go a little bit farther. This is late day Thursday, 4 p.m. It's still quite windy, not everywhere, but it's...
Yeah, my phone's not charging for some reason, Maribel. Electricity. I don't know why my phone's not charging.
Some spots still quite gusty up to the north, especially. And then finally, as we go through the day Friday, we're getting towards the end of the Santa Ana wind event. Winds overall across the area will start relaxing at that time. Another aspect here is the humidity. Of course, that's been very low today. We saw
Low humidity. The meteorologist says very low humidity, not good.
continues now, but
We need rain. We need a rainstorm.
you're going to see a little recovery in the middle of the night, but still
We need rain. Heavy rain, huh? Where's the rain?
Then as we go Thursday night, notice the relative humidity
Where's the rain?
nicely around Los Angeles. That might help some spots.
This is Fox 11 Los Angeles News. Global warning, somebody says. Global warning.
It is still a dry day. And this is a big part of the reason why that red flag warning continues through the day on Friday. Relative humidity.
Red flag warning. More than a red flag warning.
And we haven't talked a whole lot about this, or at least we haven't shown
Not good.
form is the air quality. Should be no surprise to you that the air quality has been poor at times, especially in the vicinity.
Exactly. Yeah, give the money to Ukraine, right? Forget about it. More than the United States of America and the people here suffering.
The smoke from that showing unhealthy for sensitive groups a little earlier.
I guess if you have asthma or a respiratory system, you don't even want to be a mile near this area. I mean, it's just not going to be good. Appreciate the 143,000. Excuse me, 143 likes. Thank you, guys. No, I said respiratory, Maribel. Did I? Oh, respiratory. Sorry, guys. Crazy. Yeah, where's all the water?
Many times during this event, and this is mostly due
Come on, let's get some rain. Where the hell's the rain at?
and also interacting with the fires themselves.
Man, it's hard to, we're seeing this over and over, but hard to believe, right?
You've seen this over and over, right? You have the stadium and winds come in over the stands, and it kind of interacts with basically the topography.
Welcome in the chat, Keith. We are witnessing Pasadena here.
California, where we have flat areas and mountains, and the winds kind of
Pasadena, California here.
But the overall wind direction will remain the same, just in general, from that north-northeast to south-southwest direction. So the smoke will likely continue to go
Renato, how are you?
that it's been blowing so far.
Fire emergency in California. If you're just coming in to chat, if you haven't heard, I mean, this is the second day of this. And unfortunately, I wish I could give you better news, but more winds are coming tonight, late into the morning hours, into tomorrow. Robert says, don't worry, everyone. We'll get $700 from Biden. Rain is on the way. Live for Jesus. Yes, we need rain. We need rain in California. We need rain here in Las Vegas. We need rain.
Because this is obviously very dangerous, very devastating here. The Palisades fire taking another home, perhaps a whole other neighborhood.
More homes are gone, guys. More homes.
Wiped out. Last check, it was close to 16,000 acres. No doubt the acreage has gone up, but we haven't gotten that new number. At least 1,000 structures destroyed. The other fire we're watching, the Eaton fire in Pasadena. Christy Fajardo, she's been out there on the ground there, and you've seen a whole lot of destruction yourself.
Sadly, we have seen a lot of destruction on this block alone. We're actually on.
Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate you.
This B of A is on fire.
Melissa, welcome in. LA, California, Heaton, Sunset Boulevard. You think so, Jeffrey? It happens every year, but not like this, right? This is something most people haven't seen in 25, 30 years. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this on TV. I mean, this is completely nuts. Is that right, Bob Barker? James Brown, welcome in. We don't know, James Brown, who started it. You know, we don't know. But I can tell you this, James, it's been dry. And they couldn't get to this because the water was shut off, is what we're hearing. But what started it? All we're hearing is just been dry. But something started it, right? Something. Lightning, cigarettes, cigar, somebody. We don't know. Arson. Who knows? There's that Bank of America again. Crazy. Bank of America. Goodbye.
One engine company took out access and looked like they're going to try to make entry into the Bank of America, but then they left.
Yeah, Bob. Too much pot smoking. That's a good comment. A lot of pot smoking can cause it. Can cause it, Bob. Ozzy. Absolutely. Act of God, maybe. Maybe, Sean. Welcome in, Sean. Hope you're doing well. God bless you. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe. Appreciate it. All the likes. Helping the channel out. Giving you his live coverage the best I possibly can with a phone that is not charging. Not charging. I don't know why. Just not charging. 19. Well, a little bit. Should be a fast charger. I like that. I like that name, username, the Living Man. I like that, the Living Man. What's going on? The Living Man channel. I like it. The timing of the fire seems a little unusual, Bobby Boy. Yeah, I hear you. I hear that. 146 likes, 243 in the chat at the present time. Thank you for just coming in. We are continuing covering as much as we possibly can. 10,600, a little over 10,000 acres blamed for the 5 deaths. 5. 1 is too many. 5 is certainly way too many. Kelly, the Living Man. Kelly, the Living Man. Wicked weather. Snow, rain, ice. Interesting. Mother Nature. Cannot predict. Mother Nature. Just hard to really digest, huh? hard to digest and see this. People with their mask on.
Yeah, and it's been great to see that, and it's made a difference in the firefight, and we're seeing a lot of that right now in the Hollywood Hills.
These are the Hollywood Hills. Hollywood Hills in California.
At one of the evacuation centers. It's our first look at this. Chelsea, where are you?
Sadly, Sarah, sadly. Very sadly, but true.
Yes, so we're on Sepulveda Boulevard, the Westwood Rec Center. That's correct. And I actually want to bring in.
Welcome in, Mexican Thai. Appreciate it.
What to expect here. Our cameras are not allowed inside for privacy reasons, of course. But I want to bring in Carmela and Burke with the Red Cross. So what exactly is happening inside, and who are you helping?
Right. This is an overnight shelter managed by the Red Cross, and we started last night at 6 o'clock when we opened. We had about 20 residents who were evacuated. Now we're at 160, which is a good thing because they heard about the shelter. They know that this is a safe place for them to stay. There's food, there's snacks, there's showers.
Sorry.
There's health services, and so this is the response period where immediate needs are happening. Afterwards, there's going to be a recovery where the caseworkers are going to meet.
Have I seen any drones? I've seen 2 in Vegas for the first time. Here, for the fires, is that what you're referring to? Sorry, no. Absolutely, Ozzy. Cash cannot buy everything. Look where these fires. So well said, Ozzy. Yeah. So well said. So well said. Yes, Sarah. If the fire hydrants don't have water or very little water, Sarah, how do you fight them? And all that ocean water, Danny. How's Danny doing? Good comment. And all that ocean water, right? Some great comments. Thank you. 150 likes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thanks to the Salvation Army, they've been helping us with the meals. So, partnership goes a long way with
I have insurance, everything I own, and cameras everywhere.
There's showers here, and
Somebody said.
We have caseworkers here, and we have shelter workers who sit down with them. I sat down with about 2 shelter residents. Beautiful stories, very resilient, very hopeful. So it's nice to sit down and listen and chat.
Money Green says UCLA is right in the path of that fire. Money Green, thanks for that update. Oh, let's hope it doesn't hit that Coliseum, right? No, you won't be able to afford insurance after this. No, you won't. Ozzy. In California, fire insurance almost doesn't exist. Mexican Thai, yes. Cover up. Diddy did it.
So having the TV set and having information like that really helps ease the stress.
Crazy fires.
Fox 11, just for everybody watching, they are watching us right now inside the evacuation shelter. What about animals? Talk about we've seen some dogs. What's going on with the animal situation?
We accept pets and small pets and people.
Diddy did everything. Everybody's blaming Diddy for this, that, whatever, huh? He can't do all this, could he? Could he? Maybe. But yeah, sad.
Thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Is there anything that there's so many people that just want to help?
Well said, Steve F1. Well said, Steve.
What can people do?
Well said.
Thank you for asking. It's really important.
Yeah, Biden will give them the rest of the cash to Cali. Absolutely. Tomorrow morning. Yep.
And if you really want to help in terms of helping them moving forward, it's financial donations.
Well, Carmel, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want the public to know or any information that you want to get out there to people watching?
The RedCross.org, and really thank you for neighbor helping neighbor, and thank you for the care.
Are you seeing a lot of that neighbor helping neighbor inside?
Yes.
Somebody says they're getting rid of people.
Knock on the doors with their neighbors.
Getting rid of people.
And say, hey, we have to evacuate. Are you okay?
Another 500 million went to Ukraine today. Is that right, Janine? Janine, by the way, thank you for doing what you're doing. Another 500 million went to Ukraine today. Nuts.
You yourself have been impacted by this, right? I mean,
Diddy did it all. Diddy did this, he did that.
Communities working, the agencies are working to restore power, so they're doing what they can.
Nuts.
Thank you so much, and please let us know how we can help as well.
If you're just coming in, guys, I wish we can give better news, but unfortunately, it's just out of control. California is burning down, or at least parts of it. And unfortunately, with the high winds in that area, Pasadena fire burns through acres. It's just not going to get any better. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow. They're saying maybe tomorrow afternoon the winds will die down. Biden needs to move to California right now. He don't know where the hell he's at right now.
It's just so heartbreaking for these families.
Janina was trying to say bullshit. Yeah, I mean, right now, it's going to continue to get worse before it gets a little bit better. Hopefully by tomorrow night this time, hopefully they'll have most of it contained, guys. Hopefully, maybe by tomorrow this time, they'll have most of this contained. I want to appreciate everybody for joining this live coverage. Appreciate the donations tonight. Here's the helicopters again. Hello, Big Sexy. And it just continues to, seems to get worse.
And they expect that number to rise as well. So yeah, 167 right now, up from 20 last night. And this just started at 6 o'clock last night, which is pretty incredible to have set up everything they've set up inside, the cots, the food stations, the television.
So they got food stations all set up. That's nice, food stations.
Bathroom, showers, all of that was set up since 6 o'clock last night, which really gives you an idea of the teamwork and just the hard work that these volunteers are.
Have a good night.
And you think about the logistical challenge.
For Jesus, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. All your comments. God bless you.
Is one thing, but we know how hard it is to do permanent housing in Los Angeles and how well our government has provided those services over the years. And so you think of all these people.
All right, as you see there when we're just listening in to Fox.
At least food will be warm, yeah.
Multiple fire systems.
Yep, at least food will be warm, Ozzy.
Shelter there as well. Talking about
Just a hot dog on a stick. Ladies, look at this. It's just some of these Canyon Road, all these areas.
the newest fire that is now burning in
There's new fires. Every time we hear, I feel like they're repeating it, but they're not. It's a new fire. Another new fire. And there's a helicopter. I don't know if you can see it off the TV there, but nuts.
Stay right here with us on Live Now.
I'm going to sit down for a little bit, guys. We'll talk. All right. All right, guys. Crazy, crazy situation. It seems like they're repeating it, but they're not. They're just new fires. New fires are developing, right? As we've been live. It's like every 30 minutes or so, 20 minutes. A helicopter emojis. And yeah, no, seriously, guys. It's nuts. It's like a new fire in Walters Drive, a new fire in Santa. Different fires. It's just all over the place when you have wind like this. Teresa Davis is in the chat. Hello, Teresa. How's Teresa doing? But what they're saying, they were meteorologists, as the wind's going to continue to pick up overnight into the morning hours. However, they're hoping, they're optimistic by tomorrow this time, they'll calm down. Maybe they'll get 50% contained. But for me, it could be. Now, there's going to be a football game. I know a lot of you are going to say, how could you be thinking football? I'm just saying, the Rams are in the playoffs. And they're in, help me out. I forget what part. Will that football game be suspended to Monday or even into next week? Well, you can't go next week. So, because of the fires. And somebody said UCLA, but I know UCLA is not next to the, what is that called where the Chargers play? Can somebody help me out in the chat? But all the smoke and all that. Thank you, Bob Barker. I appreciate it. Bob, thank you for being here. Inglewood, SoFi Stadium. Thank you. It's been a long day. Will they play that game? Will they wait till Monday and play 2 games? San Diego, yeah. Will they just play 2 games on Monday? Because I believe there's a game on Monday, Washington. And so, shout out to Missouri. We love you back. So,
Welcome back in here to Live Now from Fox. I'm your host.
yeah, we just don't know. Yeah, I know. How could I be thinking football? I'm just putting it out there because, people are going to be there to watch the Chargers play, right? And with all that smoke, if let's just say for conversation purposes only 50% contained, that's not good to breathe that all in. The players, the people, and all that. Elderly, you know.
Also been destroyed in these fierce wildfires that are now raging in the Los Angeles area. They want to show you some
So
of these
Los
images.
Angeles, all over California, it seems like Hollywood Hills, Sunset.
LA's coverage of these wildfires. They've been doing a fantastic job staying on.
Justin, how are you, Justin? Yeah, people still believe it. My mom's hypnotized by it, Justin. That's okay. You can laugh. She's hypnotized. Although I've been talking to her.
Let's check back in with our partners there.
In my opinion, Fox is not too much better, though.
So much on fire.
Watch my news. Bongino. Watch Bongino.
All right, Haley, thank you so much. I just want to bring in a guest now to address the issue you're talking about, which is...
Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday with somebody from Australia. He was here for the CES. We're here, Las Vegas, and he says, I said, what news do you watch? He said, none. His own.
District Attorney for Los Angeles County, Mr. Hochman, thanks for being with us. First, we feel for your sister. I know
Crazy times, and you feel that they should have had this controlled by now, like at least 40% contained. Jeanette, how are you in Florida? How you doing tonight? But no, not 40% contained, 0% contained. Hard to believe, right? And no fire in the fire hydrants yesterday. And like Trump says, why didn't they get it moist, get it all wet in those dry areas, he says. Trump says, Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. And Gavin Newsom, I mean, why? But not all Gavin Newsom's fault, right? But, yeah. How's Hawaii doing? Shout out to Hawaii. Hawaii, we went through this, right? We went through this in Maui, right?
Occupying our first responders. The firefighters are doing a magnificent job in responding.
23, Vanessa, first of all, welcome in. 23 degrees in Ohio. Wind is like gas on fire. 23, yes, Ozzy. 23 degrees in Ohio. Boo! It's going to be 32 here in 2 days. Here in Vegas. So, crazy weather. Crazy weather. Climate change. Global warming, Al Gore says. Where's Al Gore? He's in his private jet with gas. Oh, no, it's nuts. Nuts. What started this fire? We just don't know. Greenland. U.S. territory.
She had a message. She said the full weight of the county will come down on you. That was her message.
10,600 acres at Blaine for the 5 deaths. It's 25 degrees in Missouri. Woo! Forget about it. That's why I'm here. I like it 65, 70, 50. I'm in Springfield. Is that where they're eating the dogs and the cats? Remember that? And the goldfish in Springfield? 17 degrees. Teresa says 17 in Alabama. Ooh, 17 in Alabama. That's cold. Ice and rain, as Ozzy said yesterday. My shoulder hurts. Eating the cats and the dogs in Springfield. Remember? The Haitians were coming over. Nice people. But some of them got hungry. They got a little hungry, right? The Haitians, we got to eat. Take the dogs. It was on police reports. I don't know. All right, let's continue. Death count is way higher than 5. Timmy Little. First of all, Timmy, God bless you. Welcome to chat. Is that right? Sudi Wave is in the chat. Hello, Sudi Wave. I love Sal's news. Thanks, Sal. Devastating California fires there. The grace of God we go. Yes, prayers. Sudi Wave, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber. Ridiculous times. Let's see how my battery's doing. Something's going on with the electric here. I paid my electric bill. Why isn't it? Yeah, something's up. Something's up with my charger.
If we can call you and we can get you on the phone.
All right.
We can clearly get your message broadcast to our viewers tonight.
Yeah.
I love Arizona. I love Arizona. Flagstaff, Sedona's beautiful. Been a lot of places in Arizona. Did I say California? Arizona. I've been to California too. Got a daughter planning to go to California next week. I said, let's see.
Reporter who is on the ground in Pacific Palisades. Yep. It's now nighttime where you are. Talk about what you're seeing.
Hey, Sarah, thank you for all the comments and thank you for subscribing. Hope to see you back again. Interesting comments, Sarah. God bless you and your family. Get some rest. Thank you so much for your support. A lot of new subscribers on here tonight. We appreciate you. Again, we support the homeless and the vets on this channel. We're live every night, almost every day, 6 days a week. I was born in Prescott, Arizona. Prescott. I think I've been there once, Amanda. I believe I've been there once for a seminar. 90% I've been there. Firefighters are for Trump, Rocky says, or excuse me, Rocco. I'm just charging up, guys, and I'll give you another look in a second. I love Arizona. The only thing with Arizona, it doesn't cool down. Are you ready for Canada to join USA? Am I ready? Yes, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see it's going to happen. But I've been wrong before. Trump supporters here. Shawanda. Shawanda's in the house. I hear you, Shawanda. God bless you. Canada become the next state. 2 more Democrat senators. I don't think you're going to see Puerto Rico or Canada as far as a state anytime soon. My opinion. Florida's in the deck. What's up, Mike Sellers? How are you, Justin? Justin, Trump for Canada. Yes, but I don't think it's going to become a state. But I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. I could be wrong on this. But Trump certainly for Canada, right? Right back to you, Shawanda. Love your name. What's your favorite brand of water? I just drink whatever. You know, water's water to me. Trump all the way, Vanessa says. Right there, back with you. Water's water. What's going on in Ohio? Trump forever. I hear that. A lot of people care. Even my mom. I'm not making this up. A lot of you have been subscribed to me. My mom, I love my mom. She's an old-time Democrat. She voted for Kamala. She voted for, you know what she said to me? You know, I'm kind of liking this, Trump. I go, Mom, how many scotches have you had? I'm kind of liking this Trump all of a sudden. Well, I see what you mean. I said, Mom, holy shit, yeah? Yeah? I couldn't believe it. I said, something you like he did. Yeah, he doesn't want to tax our Social Security. God damn it, I can get more scotch. She says, no, I like him. She says, I'm starting to like him. So, yeah, there you go. I never thought I'd hear that. Let's see what happens tonight when I talk to her tomorrow. Welcome in the chat, guys. Unfortunately, I wish I could give you better news, but in California, it's just not calming down as far as the winds and the fires into tomorrow, through tomorrow. Hopefully by tomorrow night, they'll get some of it contained. And we can go on and they can go on and hopefully no more. 5 people have lost their lives. 5 is too many. 1 is too many. So let's hope they get this. Let's pray. It rains. Wouldn't that be great if it just rained like right now? That'd be great. I'll be honest, I used to be a Democrat and I changed my ways. Yeah, me too. I prayed for California. Excuse me. Yeah, prayed for California. Excuse me, guys. Getting late. I voted for Clinton. Come on in, guys. And we got 158 likes. Once again, I just want to mention, my wife would be upset if I didn't. We are a homeless channel. We talk a whole lot about homeless. We feed the homeless. We have shorts, 1 or 2 or 3 shorts on every day. And we are doing really good. Lots of views. That's not because of me. That's because of you guys. And at the end of the day, it helps the homeless, puts a smile on their face. And today I brought them a couple subs. Not homemade subs today, porter subs I think it was. And had some conversations, bought some coffee. And again, I continue to say they enjoy that. And thinking of the homeless in this, as my wife says, it's a rich area. But, you know, it does affect the homeless that are miles away. It affects the elderly, respiratory, asthma. It hurts. Anyhow, that's what we do on this channel. Multiple wildfires raging in Southern California in this hour. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm starting to smell a little smoke here. And in fact, I usually have a stogie. I usually smoke a cigar, but I can actually, thank you. I appreciate you subscribing, everybody who's subscribing. But unfortunately, I could smell the smoke. Now, my wife could not, and I'm surprised because she has asthma problems. So thank you, Shawanda. Thank you for everybody subscribing and your support and liking. Make sure you support other YouTube channels that have this content tonight after we go off the air. If you enjoy their content, hopefully you will. not just mine, hit the like. It's free most of the time, right? Not most of the time. It's always free, what I know of, and it helps the channel out. Multiple wildfires raging in Southern California is where we're at. We have 158 likes, guys. I hear you, Colorado. God bless Colorado. Let's see if we get 160 likes. Who didn't hit the likes? I got 2 more likes. That'd be nice. I'll find out who didn't. I'm just kidding, guys. We got to laugh a little bit. It's sad, and let's pray that nobody else lose their lives and these people are safe and that these fires stop. It's just horrible. Horrific times.
Maybe we can bring that back. I posted this video. You sent me this video on my...
Thank you, Shawanda. I appreciate it. Yes, she's always making homemade food. She'll be off to Puerto Rico this weekend. She'll be gone for 3 weeks, so I'll have to do some of this by myself. I'll probably end up cooking some sausages and peppers, but the rest of the times, I'm not going to lie to you, I'll probably just get some subs and hamburgers and In-N-Out and that kind of stuff. 159 likes. Thank you very much. I hear you, Philly. What's up, Elizabeth? South Philadelphia. I lived in South Philly for a while. What's going on in Philly? Go Eagles. Go Birds. Sausage and peppers. I like it all. I like to eat. All right, guys. Thank you. Robert's in the house. Hello, Robert. I'm going to show one more time a little bit of footage here, and then we're going to wrap things up. It's sad, guys. I mean, they're showing the same. This is kind of the same we just seen a little while ago. But it's just so sad. So unreal. Elizabeth, South Philly. I lived in Passyunk. Spent some time in Passyunk and Morris and all that area. Grew up in South Philly with those guys. Joey. We'll just say first names and those guys. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, Ozzy. I can tell you this, Ozzy. One night, we're going to get together on here. We're going to have some fun one night, maybe 2. My wife listening? No, we're having a little tequila together. Italian Market 9th, yes. You know what I miss, Elizabeth? I miss that. I miss the Mummers Parade. Elizabeth, I miss the Mummers Parade. Guys, look up the Mummers Parade later on. Miss that. Miss being there. I go back once or twice a year, Elizabeth. Once or twice a year. Terrible. Terrible times. Hell yeah, I dance. I'm not the average white boy. Miss the Mummers Parade. Oh, I can dance. And I'm not talking a YMCA dance. I'm talking dancing. All right, guys. Do the Mummers dance.
I appreciate the DA's remarks as well. I think that part of the
Isaac, how are you? I don't know.
These deputies here, at least from what I'm seeing that they're dealing with, is that a lot of the looters are coming in.
Looters are coming in now, huh? Allie Parker, have a good night. God bless you. Allie, I appreciate you every single night. Thank you so very much, and your membership and everything else you do, Allie. Thank you. Have a good night. I'm right behind you, Allie. Mummers Strut. You want to see the Mummers Parade? Turn on YouTube and look at the Mummers Parade. Yeah, I gotta tell you, some of these reporters, females, looking good. Some of them, right? All right, guys. Hard times, hard to digest all this. Pretty unreal, right? Unreal what we're witnessing. What a year we're having. I tell you what. Let's be optimistic. I'm a personal. Let's start thinking positive. Would everybody start thinking positive here? Let me before we say goodnight. Let me charge up again. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm getting so damn old. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't even know how to charge anymore. The phone. Hey guys, let's lower the TV here. Pray to somebody. We don't judge on here. Pray to your Uncle Joey. I'm serious, but I believe in God. Pray to somebody. Let's pray tonight after the live that rain comes, that these people get comfort. It's hope. It's hopefully they get the help. Help is needed. We've been off to a bad times here with this New Orleans. 14 people who've lost their life, including the shooter. The tragedy here in Vegas, people got injured from that. We're going to talk about, guys, tomorrow night. I got a special live that we're going to get into. We're going to get into the, amen. And we're going to get into the the email that was sent to Joe Rogan and Shane Ryan, not my channel, I'm just a small channel, but big YouTube channels, and Fox, and this Matthew Livensberg, who emailed to let, it's going to be a bloody 2025. I don't want to scare anybody. Who knows? But we're not off to a good start. And he went out and said that it's going to get worse, and that, he said some things in the email about Trump and what they're going to try to do to Trump and how we're going to keep him safe. We're going to talk about that tomorrow's live. I don't know what time, probably later on at night. So stay tuned if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I'm going to give you the facts, and then we can discuss the facts. We're going to talk about the New Orleans situation. I'm sure this fire will still be on. Hopefully, though, tomorrow night at this time, I'm praying. Guys, pray to somebody, and that this is contained. 70%, we'll take that. I appreciate all the moderators on here tonight. Moderators, make sure you enjoy yourself. Don't get caught into, the timeouts. Try to ignore some of these trolls the best you can. Hopefully, you're enjoying this content. Everybody that's new, appreciate it. And shout out to Ozzy and Bob Barker and Crystal and Mike M, who's been here from day one. Just a few. And Susu and Sue D Wave and Cooper the Wolf, who pinned the message here. And Janine, I know I'm missing a lot of people. Lots of loyal subscribers. Maria, we accidentally timed you out. Crystal, she's apologized. I believe she was having a conversation with you, Maria, if you're watching. Nothing personal. Sometimes these things happen. Everybody from Alabama to Philadelphia to California to Florida to Colorado to UK, Canada, Italy, and so on and so forth. God bless you and your family. Pray to somebody tonight. Pray to God that these people, that these fires get contained. I will see you tomorrow night at some point on live. Thank you guys from all the donations and the likes on the past videos and present videos. Ciao. God bless. Anything develops, I will come on live again. Thank you guys. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. Be kind to each other, guys. Be kind. We need more of bringing the people together. See you on the next. Woo, it's getting cold here. Woo, it's getting cold. Jeez.